for $3,500.
36.
What was this for? Oh, I won't even say it, but because the price is irrelevant. But what were you trying to?
It's something dumb. It's live.
Yeah.
What were you trying to share?
What was it? What's it called? I don't know.
Do you know what the Rhino is?
Yeah.
It's a semi-automatic version, effectively. It's not, Rhino didn't build it, but it's like a Rhino where they just lowered everything way down inside the lower receiver.
Yeah.
So there's less recoil.
Okay.
But it looks like they cut a piece out of the top.
They have the barrel on the bottom and the bolt carriers on top.
Crazy.
Yeah.
You know what? I saw a video that TFB TV did a little short of like the dungeon of SHOT Show. And they had this guy who they call it the pirate gun. And it's about yay long, and it's a pump action like 380 that you can slam fire. And it holds like 8 rounds or something ridiculous. I want one. It's like,
so does everybody else.
I know, I want one. I'm not even going to say how much it is. I don't want to get you in trouble, but like, I really, really want one. It's reasonable. It's under a K, right? So
okay.
It's reasonable.
That's not terrible.
And you can slam fire like an old Ithaca shotgun, and I really, really want one.
A lot cheaper than the one Casey found.
Yeah. I love anything that you can slam fire, I'm a sucker for.
Look, the dragon will come down, okay? It will eventually.
Is that what it's called? The dragon?
It's called the dragon. I'll find one in the used market.
Because that's not pretentious at all.
What, calling it the dragon?
Oh, Ron. Killing me.
What'd you do here? Did your,
Tight.
Is it a brick?
Yeah.
What does that mean? Something you can't draw on it?
Yeah.
It's a brick.
It's a construction problem.
Terrible.
We'll try it slightly deeper cut.
Brick house.
Brick house?
This one.
It's a brick house stick. Any chance you can get it over to them for a minute?
I'll give it a shot.
Perfect.
I think it might smoke sour. We'll see.
Don't you John Cena me, asshole. I can certainly see you.
We've turned away from Adam.
We've turned away from the light, my son.
Where did he go?
I think we need to turn the ISO back up on that camera.
A little more.
I don't know, because the highlights are really bright, but the
It's
shadows
just
are really
because
bad.
the new wall behind you that's messing with your perception.
Is that what it is? Also, I
Has to
didn't
be.
light us. We need to light these two seats from like a side angle to avoid the shadows, and it needs a dual light.
Got it.
I think dual light and then maybe kill the uppers a little.
Yes, that's why I didn't use one of those pointed this direction.
I gotcha.
That's
fun. It's fitting that you have the dark side glow behind you, though.
Do I? I mean, whatever.
Lane would
Jedi
be a Jedi. That's the irony of it. He just seems like he would be a Sith, but when it comes down to it, he does the right thing. I would be the Sith Lord.
I mean, I'd be a curmudgeon-y pain in the ass.
Yeah, but you'd be a Jedi.
First of all, you'd be a bounty hunter.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, probably not, because I don't do things for money. You know what I mean? That's never been my motivation.
No, you just do it for fun.
Right, which would, I think, make me a Sith Lord, because I would do it for just the pure fun of the evil of it.
Oh, that's fair.
Why did you choke him out? Seemed like a good idea.
Because he was talking and he wouldn't stop.
Because he was cheating at Sabak.
Yeah, something. It would come down to because I wanted to. Like, I know most people think that they would be Jedis. In their heads, they think that they would do the right thing. But if I was a space wizard and I could throw you across the room with a thought, I would totally be an evil freaking bastard.
Oh, for sure.
Just using your power for pure chaos.
Bro, I'd be selfish. I'd be a pure Sith, dude. If you didn't shut up, I'd warn you. And then if you still didn't shut up, I'd force choke you. And then if you made a scene about it, I'd just throw you across the room and walk away. I would be evil as shit. I know that. This is the reason why I never became a cop.
The Wilhelm scream just follows you wherever you go.
Wherever I go, yeah.
Is there Honduran tobacco in his blend?
I mean, probably. I'd have to read the pamphlet again.
I never saw the pamphlet.
Oh, I have a pamphlet.
Hey, we have whiskey tonight. Kevin's not really paying attention.
No, he's changing up camera stuff. Hold on.
Yeah.
Mine just took a dump, I think.
No, it didn't. It might have.
Yeah, I know it did, Kevin. I can see it.
Anyway.
I did watch it flicker, so I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a hole.
Probably my fault.
Oh, it's fine.
All right.
It's a flute.
Warm up whiskey. E.H. Sailor small batch. Very standard, 100 proof. Some notes of butterscotch. Very light.
Just generic, not the good bottle.
Just a small batch.
All right.
Mystery
Notes.
whiskey is a mystery whiskey. I will say it's very dark.
Notes of butterscotch. This is the kind of whiskey your grandfather would keep in his pocket.
That's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, butterscotch whiskey.
Factually accurate.
No, and our grandfather, if that was a thing, he definitely would have.
Yeah.
Been feeding that to you when you were like 5. Don't tell your mother.
And the third whiskey is an Uncle Nearest barrel pick. That Kevin has on the desk over there, which I got because they're about to not be a company anymore. And everything, like most stores are liquidating their stuff because, and this is part of the reason they're being liquidated, they're in receivership. They're fighting off bankruptcy. The Fawn, who I don't know if she's the majority owner or just the CEO, or I don't know what her actual position is, but she's definitely like the driving force of the whiskey. Got way over her skis on cutting age and increasing price. And then also there might have been some shenanigans with the company.
What? No.
Yeah. Like someone might have bought a house in the Hamptons on credit
Ooh.
from someone else.
Isn't that the American dream?
Probably, yeah.
Sell
But-
whiskey, buy a house.
I mean, it was like super discounted. So we have it.
Cool.
I didn't actually buy it. It was part of a trade.
Wait, the whiskey was super discounted or the house in the Hamptons was super discounted?
The whiskey was. I don't know that houses in the Hamptons get super discounted.
Well, I'm
It depends on what kind of shady deal you're pulling, I imagine.
Yeah,
That's fair.
depends on what you're doing.
I don't know anything about that world. I have been to Long Island, but never the nice part of it.
There's a nice part.
Yeah, it was where the Hamptons are.
Oh, I thought they were north.
No, it's the east part of Long Island. It's like the eastern tip, basically.
Oh,
Just the tip.
learn something new every day.
Yeah. I mean, technically, I'm pretty sure Brooklyn and Queens are both on Long Island.
Mhm.
They're just on the very western edge of it. I could be wrong on that, but I'm.
Well, isn't it called the 5 boroughs?
Well, yeah, but that's because there's 5 boroughs: Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens,
Okay,
Staten
yeah.
Island, and the Bronx.
Do they
Are
wait?
all
Do
on
they
the-
meet at the 5 points?
No, the 5 Points is just a neighborhood
Okay.
in Manhattan.
That's disappointing.
Yeah, it's just it's where 5 streets used to converge in an area of Lower Manhattan.
Okay,
It's still kind of there,
in a
Like-
very Masonic star.
sort of. It didn't, not really. It wasn't designed that way.
Damn it,
Allegedly.
It's not like DC, dude.
Pat would be so disappointed.
It was all laid out by the Dutch. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure. I don't know if it was actually the streets of Lower Manhattan were laid out by the Dutch or they were laid out by the British or both. Probably both.
Probably both.
Wasn't New Amsterdam? Is that what it was used to be called?
Yeah, originally.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. The British, I'm pretty sure, either just took it or they gave them some paltry sum for it. That part of American history is they went over it briefly, but I don't remember like how much they freaking or how Manhattan changed hands. I just know it was Dutch and then British.
It was Dutch, and then it wasn't Dutch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then it was British and then it wasn't
and
British.
then it wasn't British. Yeah.
And that's where we stand today.
Yes, that concludes our story.
Yeah, that's the history of Manhattan in 2 sentences.
And now you know.
And now you know. Pew, 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 pew. I actually have that soundbite recorded at home. Wish I should have brought it up. It used to be my text message alert for a while. I got sick of hearing it. The more you know, like, doo, doo. And every time I heard it, I was like, God damn it.
Why have I done this to myself?
Yeah.
Why have I done this to myself? All right, wait a minute. So we're gonna start. Wait, how do you guys like the wall?
I think it looks good.
It gave me a headache, apparently. No, it was good.
You gotta stop sniffing glue, buddy.
Right? I think I
Technically-
tasted some of it yesterday.
Technically, the only one who was sniffing the glue was Lane.
Yeah,
we
I
watched him
did
do it.
separate most of the vacuums yesterday.
And then he's like,
Well, because
You
there
can
was
still
a
smell
very
the adhesive.
particular smell, and I wasn't sure if it was the glue or if it was like a non-stick spray they were putting on the paper.
Yeah, no, it was just.
Casey, he was just giving us a chance to catch up on brain power.
He was like, "Oh yeah,
It was not
that's 3M right there. I know 3M when I smell it."
not quite.
He's like, 2015 vintage 3M.
Just making shit up, huh? Like my last girlfriend.
It's natural 3M too. It's not even that organic shit. It's vegan.
All right, so I was watching an idiot podcast the other day. I was actually, I was watching it.
Oh, I was
Take
like,
it back. I was
Is
watching
it the
it.
name of the podcast?
Yes, idiot podcast.
Okay.
Might as well be. And one of them's left, one of them's right. Oh, this wasn't very political. They were doing the thing, you know, and they brought on an author who previously worked for DraftKings.
Okay.
And this author's book was about all of the terrible, underhanded, deceiving things that DraftKings was doing to incentivize and manipulate gamers.
But,
And the sum of the book was, are you ready for it?
yep,
Yes.
listening.
Gamblers lose.
Wow.
That's
And
That's it.
I was trying so hard not to throw things at the TV. I mean, we exist. Look, this shop is allowed to exist because it's in a casino, right?
Gamblers lose.
Gamblers lose. I remember, I'm going to cycle back for a minute. But so I had this old curmudgeon pit boss at Harvey's when I was a blackjack dealer. First casino job. I just turned 21. Daryl was his name. And Daryl was very cool, but he'd been around forever. He introduced me to some really cool people, like really cool people. But occasionally, I mean, players would ask all sorts of like dealers, pit bosses, whatever. Like, hey, like, how do you beat the casino? Do people actually win here? Like, what's the secret? And Daryl, being the most honest and like least willing to be nice to people of the bunch, would look at these people and say pretty much the same thing every time. But he would bait him a little bit. He's like, all right, I'm gonna tell you something. You gotta listen close. Like, you gotta pay real good attention. And he'd kind of get in close, and his voice would soften up, so they'd naturally like lean in a little bit, you know. And he'd go, "These buildings weren't built on winners."
Well, you
But
know, the old saying, how do you leave Vegas with a small fortune? You show up with a large one.
Yeah.
That's how you leave with a small one.
No, that makes sense.
Anyway, to go back to this podcast. So I have a couple of issues. But he's going on about these things, DraftKings. And one of the things that they zeroed in on, first of all, gamblers lose. Like, this is an enterprise as old almost as time.
Yes.
The house has an edge and gamblers lose.
Yes.
As Doc Holliday may or may not have said, but fucking Val Kilmer said, as Doc Holliday, only suckers buck the tiger.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm watching this. I'm like, are we like, is this a revelation? Like, did you not know this? Do you think is this new? Like, how is this worthy of, today's breaking news, this guy's book? But the thing that they zeroed in on, that they were most annoyed with, wasn't all the thing. Oh, and they were talking about whales. And like, well, DraftKings apparently has a small percentage of players that gamble hundreds of millions of dollars. And they're saying it like in this tone, like, you wouldn't believe what we found out. Like, what? But Paras in Caesars now, entire public business model, because it is whales. 80% of their revenue comes from their top 5% of players.
Yeah.
Total revenue, not just gaming, total. Everything. Like, what? So, obviously I'm a little bit biased because I've been in a casino most of my life, but I'm watching this. Like, are we really, is this happening right now?
Is this news? Like,
Is this a real conversation? So they're walking through the conversation and they get to this point where they're like, but you wouldn't believe like really what they did that was so wrong. And they start talking about this guy in Pittsburgh and he's gambled, whatever. And he starts like in their story, he becomes the smart money. Like he becomes one of the sharps. They called it chart betting. Those charts don't help you. The casino's charts are better. Go fuck yourself. But he's chart betting. Like, he's one of the sharps now, and he starts winning. And they said, so they got him tickets for a Steelers game, apparently pretty good tickets. And they sent him a letter, and they're like, well, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to give you these tickets because your betting patterns have changed in a way that we cannot incentivize. This is my real problem with it. All right, fine. First of all, like, what they don't know, what the people doing the podcast don't know, is that this is the greatest way to kill your gaming business, is to stop incentivizing gaming. All right. I've said this before. A casino's chief commodity is time.
Yeah.
Everybody loses eventually. Fair? Wait.
Yes.
Fair?
Yes.
Everybody loses eventually.
Over the long run, yes.
Chief commodity is time. Doesn't matter if they're winning or losing. What you are trying to get is more time. So, like, DraftKings, listen. If someone's winning, you don't stop incentivizing their play. You incentivize them more. You celebrate the wins. They're going to give it all back. All right. Rant over.
Yeah. I hope they watch this at some point and just somebody just sees it.
It's like tech people running a gaming business. They're like, oh, he's winning. We can't give any more money. No, give him more comps. All the tickets you can find. Incentivize the play. Because again, your chief commodity, unlike almost any other business in the world, is time.
This is true.
This is DraftKings, though.
Yeah.
This is DraftKings. So they're allowed in, what is it, like 26 states or some weird shit like that? Is it possible that they just don't know that Nevada exists?
It's possible. It's entirely likely.
Maybe they've just never heard of Las Vegas.
They try not to think about
And
it.
they just were like, well, we have to be different.
It's got to be in more states like that. There are casinos in like 37 states or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's not many that don't have them now.
This
But
is true.
They're
that
everywhere.
said, but we have built, I wasn't there. I wasn't even born for it. The state of Nevada has built one of the most famous cities in the world on losers.
Are you talking about Elko?
Yes, Elko.
Or West Wendover?
3.5 million people or whatever live in Las Vegas now. Like, it's entirely built on losers. Some of the best golf, some of the best restaurants, some of the best concerts, some of those concert venues, all built on losers. And this dude gets on a podcast because he wrote a book that says gamblers lose.
The no shit statement of the fucking century. Yeah. No kidding. Gamblers lose.
I was so
Golly,
annoyed.
You don't say.
Well, there are ways to at least break even at a casino. There are ways to win. Only a couple of them are legal, and once they catch you doing it, they're going to ban you.
Yeah.
But there are ways to more or less break even at a casino without trying too hard.
It's fair.
You know, the friggin' Ace 5 count was basically invented just for that reason.
No, advantage play is a thing to be sure. However, the ways to win at sports betting require so much money and investment in research that no average gambler can accomplish it.
Well, no, but like that's the...
Over time. Like, you can win a game. You can win a parlay.
Yeah, but the casino doesn't care. Their goal is just to get people to bet evenly on both sides so they can take their percentage and walk away clean. They don't give a shit if you win or lose.
Yeah, no. Like, they're winning in the aggregate for sure.
That's their whole shtick. The more they can get people to bet, the more they win, regardless of the outcome of the game. That's the whole fucking...
That's how it works.
Yeah, that's why it's rigged.
Yeah.
Yeah, so even worse. In theory, all the money he's betting is just weighting the point spread to one side or the other, or the over-underline to one side or the other. And then because he weighted to one side, more people bet the other side, and it evens out. And you get more money on the game, and your VIG increases. So what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
DraftKings is just trying to lose money.
I know a couple people who actually make quite a good living betting sports.
Yeah.
But it's like Lynn said, it's a lot of work for one. It's not like something you can't just like roll out of bed and look at the freaking lines and just pick them and then that's your job done for the day.
No.
You know, you got to pay attention. It's like fantasy football. I can't even pay attention to freaking put a freaking 14-player lineup together once a week. You know what I mean? Like the amount of time you'd have to pay attention to actually win at sports betting.
Well, we have like 4 or 5 guys that legitimately show up here at like 9 a.m. And I've seen them not leave till 10,
Yeah.
like at night.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It becomes an addiction.
Yeah.
It's like counting cards. Yeah, I could go count cards for a living, and I could make money doing it. But I'm going to spend just as much, if not more, time doing that as I would at a regular job. You know, where like the payout is guaranteed.
Yeah.
As to where card counting, it's not. You know, there are times when you're going to lose, and you're going to lose a lot of money.
Yeah.
You know, like if you want to go, if you want to play a game with like a 0 risk of ruin, you have to have like 100,000 times the bet or something crazy, like, or just 10,000 times the bet. Like, so if you're playing like $5 blackjack, you're going to have like 50 grand to have 0 chance of ruin. It's ridiculous. Like just the numbers alone. Yeah. A 2% advantage. You know how much you have to risk to get $20,000?
Like 200,
$1 million.
$1 million.
Yeah, you got to risk $1 million to win fucking 20 grand. That's a terrible investment.
Just keep the $1 million.
Yeah. Even my shitty savings account, I think, pays off better than that. You know what I mean? Like, it's terrible.
Just put it in the bank for your 3.5% return.
Dude,
Yeah, it's terrible.
even the
fucking
games where you're not playing the house, like actual poker, right? First of all, the house gets their cut.
Yeah, they take the rake.
They don't care if you win or lose.
Don't give a shit.
But unless you've got a massive bankroll and can get into those games, even poker is a grind when you're talented.
No, poker's a huge grind no matter what level you're at. Even if you're at the highest level, it's a grind just getting in those games, I imagine, and staying at them.
Yeah, but I mean, to be successful at poker, it's going to feel a lot like work.
It is work.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just a lot of work. The guy that taught me how to play Hold'em, that's what he did. He was just grinding out a living playing Texas Hold'em online. This is like 2002, 2003 when it was still legal.
Yeah.
And he basically, I was waiting on the Forest Service to start up for the season. So I had nothing to do. And I would just wait for the phone to ring to tell us to go to work. So I'd sit down at his apartment because he lived next door to me. And I would just watch him play cards. And he explained what was going on. And after, I don't know, a couple days of me watching, I was sitting in the seat and he's over my shoulder, like explaining on what I should do and all of this. And after a couple of days of that, he was just letting me play. And he'd let me play. And every time I won him $50, he'd give me $5 and a pack of cigarettes. And to a broke guy waiting on work, like 22 years old, I was like, sweet. Yeah, I can do this all day, dude. Yeah. Just sit down there, drink cocktails, and play poker. I ended up actually pretty good at it. But if you want to make money at it, like Lane says, it's a grind.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot of folding. You know, you're not involved in every hand.
No, you got to play smart.
Yeah.
What is it? I mean, if you're at a full table of 12, it's what?
10's usually full table.
10. What's 1.8 winning hands an hour per person?
It's low. Yeah, it's something like that. It's not, you're not going to win a lot.
Yeah.
And honestly, if you're involved in like 30% of the hands, you're involved in a lot. You know, especially like a low limit game. If you're playing like a low fixed limit game, there's no bluffing. You're just basically, it's raise or fold.
Yeah.
You know, that's basically what you do.
I don't have the patience for that.
No, I don't.
Most people don't.
I'll play every hand. I don't even give a shit.
When I was younger and I wanted to play a lot of cards, the reason why I never did it full time, this sounds stupid now, but it was because I couldn't smoke cigarettes at the table.
Yeah.
You know, I couldn't swear and I couldn't smoke cigarettes. And I was like, what kind of...
Just take the fun out of it.
Yeah, I was like, what kind of poker game is this? You can't swear and you can't smoke? I was like, we might as well be playing freaking Go Fish out here. You know, this is like kids' games. I don't understand. Well, I love... Poker players are the whiniest of all gamblers, by far. And most casinos hate poker rooms for 2 reasons. One, they don't make a ton of money. There's a lot of overhead for not much payout. And 2, poker players suck to deal with. They're like, they want everything for nothing all the time. If you're a casino host, you just run when you see the poker players coming. You're like, oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm out of the office.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me.
You're
like
like,
the
why
rookie
can't I have
host.
fucking Asian Baccarat players? You know, they're the best.
It's the rookie host that gets the poker players.
Yeah. Most casinos don't even want a poker room. There's just too much money
I
to...
feel like they're phasing them out.
A lot of casinos have.
Yeah.
Well, so most casinos, there's like one, right? Like, so here it's Harvey's.
Yeah.
right? That has the poker room.
Caesars now. But
Caesar,
yeah.
sorry, yeah, it's
the pub.
the Republic, right?
Yeah. The pub.
Yeah, so they have the poker room, and basically, like, there's the only room that's going to make any money because anybody else opens up another room, they're both going to suffer, and they're both not going to make any money, probably close. Like Lakeside tried when it was there; they had a couple tables that were open on the weekends.
Yeah, they tore the arcade out and turned it into a poker room.
Yeah,
I remember that.
they didn't do a lot of business over there, but you know,
Should have kept the arcade. It was probably making more money.
yeah.
Well, at one point, there was 4 poker rooms up here in 5 casinos.
Briefly,
Yeah.
that had to be like round 03 when Moneymaker won and like the poker boom happened.
Actually, it was before that.
Was it?
No, it would have been right about the same time. Yeah. Because the Horizon had a poker room when it was still a Horizon.
Yeah, it was probably right around 03 when Moneymaker won and everybody was putting in poker rooms. And then it fucking management was like, man, these suck.
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
Put more slots in.
I mean, slot players is what casinos want. They're the best because they just sit there and push a button mindlessly. They don't ask for hardly anything, you know.
Slot players are what casinos want until they get greedy.
Yeah, that's fair. But that's where most of, like, the smaller casinos that don't have whales, most of their money's all slots.
Yeah.
You know, like the one that I worked at, the table games weren't huge. They did okay, but they weren't enormous. You know what I mean? Like the biggest player we had would buy in for maybe $100,000. We didn't have no $1 million players over there.
Yeah.
But the slot machine routinely made freaking 5 times what the pit made. You know,
I believe that.
Well, and it's a very fixed percentage. Like,
yeah.
most casinos can tell you if they take 1 million coin in a day, they can get within $2,500 of what they made in hold that day.
Yeah. Because it's predictable. The machines are
super
set
predictable.
at a certain percentage, and they don't pay out more than that.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what anybody says, unless you're cheating the machine, they don't pay out more than they're programmed to.
Yeah.
And they're set at a certain amount. And they do not pay more than they take in. They just don't.
Yeah.
It's not something that happens. I don't know how many people have told me over the years that they're ahead of the casino. And I used to check their Players Club cards, and they were so far behind, it wasn't even funny. They'd be like, I swear to God, I'm like 10 grand ahead. And I'd look at their shit, and they're like 70 grand in the bill.
I was literally talking to Casey earlier tonight because we have a guy that comes in here, and he's like, every time he's in here, he's up, $1,000, $1,500, whatever, $2,000.
Yeah.
Every single time. And at some point, I remarked to Casey, I'm like, well, every gambler I know is up.
Yeah, they're all up.
Yeah.
It's like inmates, man. They're all innocent. You know?
Didn't do it.
That's right. Inmates are totally innocent, every one of them. I don't know. Yeah. If you see me gambling at a casino, it's because I have an advantage.
Yeah.
The only reason I'm going to sit at a game is because the dealer isn't following the procedures, and I can use that to my advantage legally.
Legally, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to commit a crime in a casino because, you know what I mean? I've seen what happens.
No reason to do that in Nevada.
No, they're all felonies.
We've seen casino. We know what happens.
Yeah. They don't actually charge people with felonies very often, but they can.
Well, the state can.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
But they don't do it very often. Like, for some reason.
Well, it's not in their best interest to. Even the state understands the value of gaming in Nevada. They have to.
Yeah, but there are certain ones that I was surprised that they weren't going after. Some I get that they don't, but some of them I was shocked.
Well, I mean, in some of them, listen, what your casino used to say before is not entirely wrong. The bad publicity is negatively worth more to them than what they would recoup in a lawsuit. Like, every once in a while, the state will make they'll make an example of somebody.
Yeah.
But they pick their moments carefully.
Yeah, I know.
Because the tax base in Nevada is entirely gaming.
I know. But it shocked me that some of the things that they would go after and some of the things that they wouldn't go after.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I saw people get prosecuted for stealing tips out of a tip jar, like walking past the tip jar and stealing like $8.
Yeah.
And I saw people pinch thousands of dollars of bets off the table, and the person that stole the $8 got arrested, and the person who pinched thousands of dollars of bets just got told, don't do it again, and let the play continue.
Yeah.
It's essentially not real money, is what the casino looks at it as.
I know. Yeah. I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. but the state doesn't see it that way. The law very much sees that as real money.
Well, but the state needs the casino for a successful prosecution.
Oh, I know. And the casino will go along if the state wants to push it.
Yeah.
But this one they didn't even report. You know, which they had an obligation to report it to gaming.
Too much paperwork.
By law, which they didn't fucking do.
Yeah, but that's super common.
Too much paperwork.
Lots of paperwork.
We don't do paperwork around here.
The only one that they don't screw around with ever is minors gambling.
Yeah, it's because that'll cost you your license.
Well, there's a lot of things that'll cost you your license.
No, but I mean like real quick.
Yeah, I know. But the one, like, they will freaking lose their shit over and try and get the money back to the person. Like if you were 17 and you gambled $200 in a casino, when I was 17, they would just kick you the hell out and laugh at you.
Yeah.
Now they they find out how much money you put into the machine and they give it back to you to the penny.
Yeah. So I was at a casino that had that happen.
Happens all the time.
It was no, but like it was caught. So we had, I don't know how, a third party somehow reported it to gaming.
Oh, shit. Yeah, like, okay.
So it was a quinceañera in a banquet hall.
Yeah.
And they had wandered onto the casino floor. And a couple of them started playing, and a couple were doing stupid shit. And as soon as we found out about it, we ended it. But I'm not kidding. Like, we had to axe quinceañeras per gaming.
Dude. Yeah.
To not get fined.
I believe that.
That's wild.
Because all the gaming expects is you to report it, like, immediately. I used to, when I'd see a minor gambling on the floor and it was obvious that they were a minor, I would just hang my head like, shit.
Yeah.
You know, and I'd call down to security and be like, we got a minor. They're over here.
Get them.
And I'd just be like, you know, be nice. Because you have to. They're like, you know, kid gloves and all that nowadays. But for me, it meant just a crap load of work. I was going to have to save a bunch of video. I was going to have to go into the freaking slot machine logs and see how much they played and when and all the bets. And it's a pain in the ass. I hated every single minute of it, dude. Like, I had to do less work when there was a fight. You know what I mean? Like, way less work when there was a fight.
It's just saving footage at that point.
Yeah, like, that's just easy. But the minor, you have to track them from the minute they come into the casino to the minute they get caught and make sure that they weren't on, like, any other machine. So it's just, it's like an hour of going through video and saving video and writing a report and talking to game. It's just a pain in the ass, dude. Everything about it sucks. Every time I saw minor gaming, I just wanted to, like, walk away. Just be like, that's it. I quit. You know?
Fuck this job.
Yeah, this job sucks. That was my least favorite thing was that, and then slot machine wins. I hated looking at slot machine wins because 99% of the time it's nothing. And the 1% of the time you think it's something, it ends up being nothing.
Yeah, we wound up having to do it was like 24 hours before it hit. You had to review that whole section of video.
Oh, dude. Yeah. I won't say, like, ours wasn't 24 hours, but it was a long time.
Yeah.
And depending on the size of the jackpot was how long you'd have to go back to. Like, if it was just a small one, you only had to go back like an hour, you know?
Did either of you guys ever get the Russians with the shirt cameras, the pocket camera?
Nah, I didn't get that guy.
I don't know. I never saw one.
Okay.
I mean, he could have been, but I never saw him.
They apparently got the algorithm from one of the gaming companies.
Yeah, it's older games.
Yeah, and it would, like, the camera would read out, like, depending on where the reels were over time, it could tell you when to hit the button.
Yeah. That's, it happened on older, I don't remember what freaking slot machine it was. There was a certain model of slot machine that used that algorithm that they could cheat it on. We only had like 3 of them in the entire casino, and nobody ever played them. But I do know that one. That was one of the things, like, they look for, because they have to be, unless they've got an earpiece that, like, tells them, you know what I mean, when they do it. Most of the time they're looking at their phone, and it's, like, running through and, like, lighting up when you should hit the button.
Yeah.
So you see a guy, like, looking at his phone and not the button and just, like, doing this. It's a dead giveaway that that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
Most of them wouldn't be that obvious, but that's, you know, that's what they tell you to look for. It's crap like that.
The one that I saw a video on that was wild to me was when they converted over to the new money readers,
Yeah.
before they like had to come up with a system to prevent this, you could take a key fob, solder in a little infrared diode.
Yeah.
And then you would just take it and you would stick it in the money slot and you would click the button and it would register you entering $100 bills in the machine. And so you would just go around, click, 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 click. And then you just start playing. And then you'd hit like a jackpot or something, and then you'd cash out.
I think they called that one a blaster.
IR blasters.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I was like, that's wild, man. Who thought about that?
Dude, the number of ways people have tried to cheat casinos is pretty
Oh,
spectacular.
no. I mean, this was like a 45-minute documentary.
Yeah.
Where I learned about all kinds of ridiculous scams.
The problem with all casino cheating scams is inevitably the people get greedy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how they get caught always. If you kept it to like, $1,000 every other week, you would never get caught.
No.
But nobody ever does that.
No.
You know what I mean? Yeah, they get used to it.
You're like, oh, okay. I won that. How much more can
Yeah, you live within your means. That's why people who make a ton of money have a ton of debt generally. They live within their means. Like they just start financing stuff. And gamblers and degenerates are no different. You know what I mean? If they got a $100 bankroll, they're playing nickel slots. They got a fucking $1,000 bankroll, they might be playing fucking, $5 blackjack or $25 blackjack. They got fucking 50 grand. Who knows what these degenerates are gonna play? Craps, they're smart, but they're not.
None of them are.
No, none of them are. Well, and that's the thing. Like, so if you know, like I always say, the 3 bets that you should make in a casino if you are dead set on gambling, there's only 3. Perfect blackjack, banker on baccarat, or the don't pass with full odds on a craps table. Those are it. Same house edge, 0.43 house advantage, so less than 0.5%.
I will say the advantage of banker over player on baccarat is so thin.
Yeah, it's 0.43 versus 0.48. It's the only bet that's a dumb fucking bet on baccarat really is the tie.
Yeah.
That's the sucker bet, And granted, the casino has a slight advantage on every bet that's designed that way.
Yeah.
That's why they have flashy lights. And like they said, they're not designed. They weren't built on winners. You know what I mean? But like those 3 bets, you can keep the house advantage so low that if you take advantage of the comps, you can more or less break even. Right? They're never going to make. You're never really going to break because what is it, 20% that they give you for comps? Like 20% of your losses?
Roughly, yeah.
Yeah. It was
not anymore.
If you're a big player, they'll give you that.
No.
I think they cut it down.
Even the
again,
7 stars over at Caesars are getting smoked on comps right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Jesus.
they've really cranked up the.
They've cut back on the 2 free drinks per bar, all that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow, they really are trying to fuck their business up.
Yeah. They're making all the wrong decisions right now.
God
in
damn
gaming.
it. I wish I had the money to buy a casino because
Right?
I could fucking run it the right way.
Yeah.
My favorite thing about that casino over there, Harris, was they did the 2 free drinks, but if you were a veteran, got a player's card, you were instantly a silver member, so you got access to that.
Oh yeah.
So I'd hit every bar. There's like 12 of them there. Get 26 drinks. I'd be annihilated by the night.
Yeah, no, like I know a lot of 7 stars that are letting their status go.
Yeah. Yeah, what's the point?
Yeah, they're not like, again, like gaming lives on incentives. It just does. Right? There's no value in the games over time.
No.
The value comes.
The only people that you're gonna get without incentives are the degenerate people who are addicted to it. You know what I mean? The people who literally can't stop gambling. And you don't want them. And yeah, the casinos will take them, but you don't want them.
Yeah.
You can't, like, that's not a solid business model.
Yeah.
Because inevitably those people run out of money.
Right.
They lose their house.
Well,
and,
even whales, the average lifespan of a whale is only about 5 years. Like gaming lifespan.
Yeah, I could see that because it loses its appeal after a while. You get bored.
Yeah, you've done all the things. You've been to all the restaurants. You've been on their cruises.
Yeah.
Like you've been flown to all the other casinos. Like
Yeah.
the events get tired. You go find something else to do.
You learned the basic strategy and you learned all the freaking lingo on the craps table.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like you done it all. You get bored with it and then you're just losing.
That's why I was surprised that one here made it for so long.
Oh, yeah?
But the
Yeah,
skis?
The mini whale.
I mean, I think it's a little bit different when the money, like a lot of the money's gambling wasn't really earned.
Fair.
Like he's just looking for stuff to do.
Oh, we're talking about some guy here. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no. So that's what you want is the guys who just want to show off their money.
Yeah. In the club, we call it popping off.
Yeah.
Like nightclubs were built on dudes popping off.
Yeah. So now the pit is basically like that's the guys that they try to recruit.
Yeah.
It's the dudes that are going to pop off in the pit and just spend. They basically want to have a giant stack in front of them so they can show off. They'll be the idiots dressed freaking all designer shit, wearing like a stupid fucking Rolex. You know what I mean? Showing off their money. Have a giant fucking like 10 grand in front of them, betting $100 at a time. You're like, what are you doing?
This is one of my biggest complaints about this casino floor is that it's uniformly lit across the board, right? Slots, generally an older crowd, generally a female crowd. You want them well lit. You want them to feel safe, but you want visual breaks. Like you want slot machines to create areas. You don't want it to be too expansive. You want it to be a tight room, but safe and well lit, right?
Yeah, and it has to flow.
Table games, generally, you want the area to be dark. You want to spotlight each seat because you want each player to feel like they're on stage because that's why they're there.
Yeah. I like low ceilings with mirrors.
Yeah. And in here, they're like, let's light it like a warehouse.
Well, so the big thing over the last, I don't know, 15, 20 years in Vegas when they've been building all those new casinos is security. So they've been designing the casinos with the surveillance systems in mind.
Yeah.
Which means high ceilings, bright freaking lights. Because then you can get perfect angles on stuff. You know, you get all the way across the casino floor with a high ceiling.
Yeah, but how much does it matter if most of those things are not going to try and have prosecuted anyway?
I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying that's one of the things that they've been doing over the last like 15, 20 years. They've been designing the casinos with choke points. So to get in and out of the casino floor, you have to go through a choke point, and you're going to pass like 12 cameras that are at freaking eye level.
Yeah.
So you get facial freaking shots of everybody coming in and out. And then once they're on the floor, the high ceilings are so they can easily track them throughout the casino floor no matter where they go. That's how they've been designing all the new casinos lately. They don't do the like what I would like to see. Low ceilings, lots of mirrors.
The Harris floor.
Yeah.
The Harris floor is really pretty sexy.
Have you guys been to the Pepper Mill recently?
No.
No, not in ages.
I was there last Monday, and it's wild in there now.
Really?
All the mirrors are basically gone. From like it looks like a whole new building inside. It's very like Tuscan Italian themed.
Okay.
That's not all neon.
No, it doesn't have the neon. It looks like a whole like different place, except for there's one part where they took this hallway that clearly was meant for storage at some point, and the rest of the casino is this huge high ceilings, big chandeliers, really bright colors, and then you get to what I call small world, where this legitimately, if you walked through it, your head would scrape on the ceiling. That's how low it was, and you had to walk. I was like, what is this little tiny den? What is happening in here? It's so
That's perfect, though. I like that.
It was
a little
wild.
hobbit hole.
It was definitely like a hobbit hole.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. If Lane walked through it, he would just scrape his head. That's how low the ceiling was, and I'm like, this is uncomfortable. But the rest of the floor is just like that now. Like there's no neon. There's no. It's like 20-foot ceilings, big chandeliers.
Yeah.
I was like, what happened to this place? Didn't it used to be like Miami Vice in here?
I'm surprised they kept the same name.
Right?
I would get rid of that name.
No, he's not going to. It's the guy. It's the founder's son.
Oh, is it?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Pepper Mill just sounds like a strip club in my mind every time you guys say it. And every time I hear the name.
It used to be about as dirty as a strip club.
I can believe that.
Well, now they have the ripoff of the Spearmint Rhino, the Peppermint Hippo in Reno. I heard an advertisement on the radio for that the other day. And I was like, wow, I've never been in a Peppermint Hippo.
Road trip.
Sounds fun. Yeah, sounds fun. I haven't been to a strip club. Jesus, got to be 15 years at least.
Well, you're due
So,
then.
Army?
No, it was after the Army. I don't remember the exact circumstance. Well, actually, yes, I do. Yes, I do remember the exact circumstance now. It was a bachelor party, and there's a strip club basically attached to the ranch,
Got it.
the chicken ranch. So that's while all the guys were doing their thing, I just went into the titty bar and just hung out for like 30 minutes.
Drank.
Yeah, really, I was already hammered.
Yeah.
By that point, I was already. That's one of the things. Like the other place was lost on me. I was so drunk. I was just like, no, I'm going over there. This is fucking pointless.
Not wasting my money.
Yeah, no, it would have been a waste of money. Yeah. So I was like, nope. We're just gonna go over there.
I'm not spending no $500 on disappointment.
Yeah, I can get disappointment for free at home. I don't need to spend money for that. But yeah, that was the last time I was in one. And I was, I guess 15 years, so I was probably 30, I felt like a dirty old man at 30 in one. I would feel like a total dirty old man now.
You'd be that guy.
Yeah. Now that the beard's all going white, Although now they might look at me and be like, I bet that guy's got money.
It is a little. I had to babysit a boss at a strip club years back.
Oh yeah, they're terrible.
And he's got all the money in the world.
Yeah.
And just seeing the difference in interactions with him and the girls and everyone else and the girls, you're like, oh,
yeah.
He was a frequent flyer.
It's just, I don't know how you probably would freaking experience this, but I don't know how many guys would come back to the barracks after going to the titty bar. They'd be like, oh man, she really likes me. And I'm like, promise you, brother, she doesn't.
yeah.
We had one guy marry one.
Yeah. We had a couple of them get knocked up by a couple guys in the barracks. There was this one named Bubbles, and Bubbles would she was knocked up by the guy who lived next door to me.
Hey, Christian's got the perfect plan for you.
What's that?
He says, just tell him you're Carson Palmer.
Carson Palmer, yeah. Apparently, I could pull that off. I might need some lifts in my shoes. I think he's taller than me.
He is pretty tall.
No one's going to know that.
Yeah, they're always inflated on TV, darling. Yeah.
I mean, that does work, though.
Yeah.
That's Gerald Ford.
Yeah.
You don't recognize
You ever
Gerald
seen
Ford?
Tom Cruise? He's 5'2". They're all little, They just say they're tall on TV. Well, I mean, like Aaron Rodgers, I don't know how tall they said he was, but when I saw that dude in person, he was like my height, maybe an inch taller than me, And I'm like 5'10".
He's not a big guy.
No. And I said that because I was drunk. And I was with drunk Jesse. And we were walking past and he's doing a TV spot. And fucking Jesse goes, there's Aaron Rodgers. And I look over and I go, fuck, he's tiny. And he heard me and he looked over and he gave me a mean mug, And I was just like, what? You're small, dude. And I was just walked on. I was so hammered. That was the same day I told freaking Michael Phelps he hits a bong better than a golf ball.
I mean, it's factually
I
accurate.
told Roger Clemens he has a huge ass. Told me he's built like a brontosaurus because he is. He's got a giant ass. Dude. Like, no wonder the dude could throw it 100 miles an hour. You know what I mean? He's got a fucking cannon perched on top of a brontosaurus ass. Fucking thing's got some movement behind it,
Dude, seeing some of those guys in person, you do kind of get a perspective,
Yeah.
like of the field generally.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, oh,
I think that was the same year I ran into Jerome Bennis coming off the beach,
yeah.
the private beach. I just ran right into a wall and bounced off of it.
I mean, dude, he's legitimately like 2.5 people wide.
Yeah, he's huge.
Yeah.
He's a huge guy.
Like,
I literally
shoulders and all. He, like,
yeah, I bounced off his chest basically, and I looked up and I was like, "Holy shit!" I was like, "Now I know why they call you the bus." And he just kind of like and just walked away, and I was like, "Holy shit!" All right, glad I didn't piss that dude off, because he could have wiped the floor with me instantly. That's like Urlacher. He's not that big.
no, Urlacher's not that big.
I was expecting him to be bigger.
Yeah.
I got a picture with Urlacher just to piss off my buddy Arden, who's a giant Bears fan. And I sent it to him. He's like, "You don't even give a shit about the Bears." I was like, "No, I don't. I just got that picture to annoy you."
I didn't know who this was until they told me afterwards.
I just got this to annoy you.
Fuck you, Adam.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Son bitch.
Son of a bitch. Whatever. The celebrity tournament's fun to go to. It's fun to hang out for like 2 hours, 3 hours.
Yeah.
I can't be there all damn day. I did like it though when Blythe had the cigar tent. That was pretty good. Right next to the margarita
cigar
tent.
tent was a blast.
That was fun.
I miss that so much.
The cigar tent right next to the margarita tent.
It was genius.
That was your fault. I was so drunk half the time.
No, it's your fault.
No, it was his.
In the state of Nevada, you're the reason that you got drunk.
No, sir. No, sir. Lane has been influencing my whole life.
Hang on, let me revert to legal lane for a minute.
And California, turns out. In California and Nevada, the proximate cause of being drunk is drinking, not being served.
Facts.
No, sir.
You just get pagan.
No, the only reason I was so drunk is because Lane would always get me back in like the Core Bell tent where they're just giving it away.
Yeah.
And it was just like, oh, sweet.
Dude,
free
I used to
booze.
have all the privileges there.
I know. I miss those days.
Yeah.
Free
that was
tickets,
so fun.
cigars, and margaritas.
That was a long day, but it was fun.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Thursday. I mean, it started at like 6 a.m. all day at the golf course, set up, and then the celebrity, and then breakdown, and then over here, because they used to still come in then, and then over here to hang out with them and cut their cigars and bullshit.
Yeah.
And fucking,
Oh.
you'd leave here at like 2 a.m.
Yeah. Fucking just done. Just
Do they just not come into this casino anymore?
They're locked. They're so locked down now.
No.
The ones that don't want to be part of the world stay at Edgewood, and the ones that want to be a part of the world have to sign a contract saying that their world for that weekend is Harrah's and Caesars.
Oh, yeah. So they can't go anywhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only one that gets away with it is Steph because he lives up here. He's at house, so he can just go wherever. He's like, "Fuck you! I'm just gonna go do whatever I want."
He's like, nah, man, this is my town.
I mean, there's a couple of them that sneak out to dinner over here. They'll poke their heads in and say hi because they used to hang out.
No,
Yeah.
but Romo
Yeah.
usually goes to Sierra. Yeah, Patrick Mahomes did. Although I doubt we'll see some of them this year.
I mean, until Steph became Steph, Dell would hang out.
That's true.
I don't even recognize most of them nowadays.
I mean, I recognize the ones that we hung out with.
Yeah,
And the ones that are like ridiculously, like you can't get away from. They're on every commercial. Like they're that guy that year.
yeah, like Jerry Rice.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Jerry Rice. You can't miss Jerry Rice.
You just they're like there's Jerry Rice. Charles Barkley, same way.
Yeah,
Charles
there's a
Barkley.
few that you can't miss. That's for sure.
There was that one year Shaq was roaming around town,
What?
and he found himself down in the hookah lounge. I don't even know how he got down there because the stairs not that big. So I don't.
There's a
He
hookah
was
lounge.
he DJ'd at the music festival at Palisades this year.
Did he?
Yeah.
Shaq Diesel.
Yeah. I was talking to some guys who were at the restaurant, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we're going to Palisades," and I was like, "Isn't the festival going on like right now? Like, should you be there?" And they're like, "No, we're just going for the last one." It's like, "Who's that?" And they're like, "Shaq." I was like, "Oh yeah, that makes sense."
I go for that too. Why not?
You think he's actually DJing, or do you think they're just like a mix already set up that he's just like lip syncing to?
Oh,
I don't mean lip, whatever the fuck DJs do.
Mock DJing.
Yeah.
honestly,
faux
like
DJing.
90% of DJ performances are staged.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm asking. Like, do you think Shaq's
it was?
just
Yeah, it was
staged?
probably just like push play and do Shaq stuff. He was like,
Fair.
Okay, I play the discs.
Push play and then stand up there and look like a really friendly ogre.
I'm Shaq Diesel. This is my music.
I mean, you can't miss him.
He might, just as a point of pride.
Going off script. Big Shaq wants to play big music.
Yeah, exactly.
No one tells Shaq how to ball. No one tells Shaq how to DJ.
Is the big chicken? Is that Shaq's chicken choice?
Yes, that is Shaq's.
Have any of you guys been down to it?
I went to the Carson one.
Is it any good?
I mean, it's a chicken place.
Is it better than like KFC?
Yes,
Is it?
it is better than that, but it's just a chicken.
I don't know. Like, if you got like good quality KFC, is it better than that?
Yes.
Okay.
The chicken is good quality.
Better
But
than like
it's
Popeyes?
it's weird. It's like a KFC met a Buffalo Wild Wings and all they serve is chicken
Okay.
because it's got like a little sports bar in there, which makes no sense.
Well,
Really?
I mean, it's Shaq's.
No, I know, but like the aesthetic doesn't match up with like the sports bar.
I wouldn't have
Fair.
thought that they sold alcohol in there.
Oh yeah, they got a whole bar.
No
You
shit.
can just go chill in there, watch the games, and
just
drink.
go have like a big chicken teeny
Yeah, if you want.
Shit, this might be right up your alley. now.
instead of a fucking stirring stick. You got a chicken tender to swizzle your drink around.
Bloody Mary,
Bloody
with chicken
Marys.
strips.
Chicken fries. Yeah.
Dude, the first time I saw like the Midwestern version of a Bloody Mary, like Wisconsin, Minnesota, like northern Midwest.
Explain it because I don't know what's in that.
It's not what's in it so much is what's on it. It's comes in like a 32-ounce mug. And then they just have like these giant sticks. And there's like a whole chicken, piece of pizza, couple sliders.
What the
Like
hell?
there's a whole buffet on top of this thing. I was like an $80 fucking Bloody Mary.
Well,
I
wait,
was
hang
all,
on.
what the hell is
This
this?
is genius. This is-
I mean, I'm all
Yeah.
for a lot of those things.
Have you not,
Sans the
have you
Bloody
not
Mary.
seen this?
No,
No,
I
this
don't.
is
I
the
don't
first time
drink
we
Bloody
heard it.
Marys. That's the thing.
Yeah, because they're gross.
Yeah,
I mean, but I can't even explain it.
Tomato juice is for fucking weirdos.
I mean,
um,
the Caesar's worse.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah,
That's fair.
Anyway, it's a thing, apparently, in the Midwest. Never done it here.
I used to refuse to make Bloody Marys when I bartended.
What'd you tell them? The blender's broken.
No, I'd just tell them no.
Oh,
I worked in one of those kind of places.
I never heard
dude.
of a Bloody Mary. I don't know what that is.
Well, I didn't work in the morning.
Oh hell, fucking! There's a whole ass chicken.
I
on
wasn't
this-
kidding. There's a whole ass chicken on that.
It's got kebabs. It's got shrimp. It's got fucking meatballs and a whole ass chicken. It's wild.
Dude, and
How
it's
the
like
fuck
they
you
just
gonna-
get better. Wait, here you go.
Oh,
There's one with a burger on it.
oh my god!
I mean, everybody knows that the only appropriate topping for a Bloody Mary is a hamburger.
Right. I turns out there's one with bagel bites.
Now,
Now you're
we're
speaking
talking.
my
Hang
language,
on a
buddy.
minute. Hold
Yeah, you
on.
gotta put chicken
Look,
nuggets
this
and
is-
bagel
this
bites.
is-
Dino nuggets.
There's like a hot
Dinos.
dog thing there with some lemons. What the fuck? I missed out on this. I didn't realize that was a thing.
Dude, what-
There's one with a whole ass pizza.
Didn't you go out to the
What
Midwest
in the
or through it?
Hang on. This one's got onion rings, some chicken wings, a turkey sandwich, and a whole ass pizza on a pint glass.
Did
How
you
did
get-
I
wait,
I don't
did you
even
get
know
the-
how it's.
Did you
in
get the
pint
Monte
glass.
Cristo at the bottom?
And a Monte Cristo? Fucking hell. That's.
I might have to go to
There you
Midwest just to order that.
Christians is what, not a piece of bacon and a waffle?
like how Midwest? Are we talking like Minnesota?
Yeah,
Midwest?
like where am I going for this? Minnesota?
Like,
I mean, I'm
you
sure
betcha?
it's expanded. The first one I ever saw was either Minnesota or Wisconsin.
Okay.
I don't remember which.
I feel like
I
Wisconsin
feel like
would be more
Wisconsin
cheese.
would have cheese curds
yeah, more
in
cheese
there.
charcuterie on there.
Yeah.
Right.
But I've seen pictures from other places too that it picked up on it.
God,
I
this
mean,
is-
listen, that Bloody Mary at Vail, like at Heavenly, would be $282.
Well, see, here's the thing though.
Well, so the only thing that's good at those Bloody Marys is the bacon. Because when I worked up there, I used to just go in the back and just steal pieces of that bacon
Yeah.
all day long.
But
Was it candy
this-
bacon?
Yeah, it's like maple sugar, fucking. It's really good.
Okay.
This could work in California though.
That?
Yeah, just tacos.
I mean, the problem, here's my problem. At the end,
Tacos with
you
pizza.
still have a Bloody Mary underneath it.
Well, you can throw the Bloody Mary away, but you get the tacos and the pizza, you'd be fine.
You could just buy those separate. It's probably cheaper that way.
No, you got to get it as packaged. I want someone to have to carry that motherfucking drink out to me through the restaurant
So,
as a point of pride.
you saw the picture. So that pizza, was it on a platter on top or what?
No,
It was spiked.
it was like in it, like a lemon slice,
Oh,
but it was a whole fucking ass pizza.
Wait, a slice
How
of
big is
pizza
this?
or like
No,
a whole?
no,
like a
it was-
whole pizza.
It was a whole pizza.
like you know how you garnish with a lemon slice?
Yeah,
Make that a pizza,
that's awesome.
and it was just in the cup.
Just like folded in the cup.
how big was the cup?
The cup was a pint glass. I don't know how it was actually in the cup. It doesn't make. It looks like AI. It doesn't make sense.
I promise they're not AI.
Where is
Yeah.
this place that has these, or is this a selection of different?
These are all
places?
different ones.
He just,
Okay.
he just was going through the images of Wisconsin Bloody Marys.
Of Wisconsin Bloody Marys. I hate Bloody Marys.
I do.
I
too.
just hate tomato juice.
I mean, I've never had one, but I don't like tomato juice.
I
so-
don't hate. Well, I don't like tomato juice. I do like tomato-based things. Marinara, I think is pretty good.
Could
In
you
fact,
make?
most red pasta sauces, I think.
He's
are pretty
about
good.
to ask if you can make
hang
one
on.
with
Can you
marinara.
make
Tomato soup and a grilled cheese.
Can you make a Bloody Mary with marinara sauce?
Why would you? No.
God, why?
Because then you don't have to drink the.
Wait.
god-awful-
I'll tell you what you can do though.
All right.
You can make a Bloody Mary
Yes.
with Jaeger.
Oh, that's not a Bloody Mary. That's a hunting accident. That's what that's called.
I knew a bartender that made them, and people fell in love with them. Like she made a lot of them.
Yeah, Bloody Marys that's like the most alcoholic drink you can get.
I thought that was a Long Island.
No, because nobody drinks Long Island's first thing in the morning. But they do drink Bloody Marys first thing in the morning. That's basically what it's for, right? It's like the Sunday brunch. If you're not drinking a mimosa,
I was about to say, isn't that the mimosa?
if you're not drinking a mimosa, like it's a Bloody
who the
Mary.
fuck's
Christian,
not
what did
drinking-
you send us?
I'm not drinking a mimosa. Those things
Yeah,
are terrible.
Capri?
Mimosas are delicious.
I
You're crazy.
like
Capri.
mimosas a lot.
Nah, I don't like anything bubbly inside of orange juice at this point.
Oh, dude, you're missing out.
You're missing out, man.
Yeah.
Nah, I tried it.
You could also
Don't care
sub
for it.
with pineapple juice and bam.
Champagne and pineapple juice.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I might
doesn't
try that.
sound terrible.
It's really good.
Yep. That doesn't sound terrible. I mean, champagne with any sort of. Well, I bet champagne and apple juice is disgusting. That just sounds bad.
Yeah, that does sound bad.
That was like vodka.
Yeah, that was a mistake,
I don't
I'm
know.
told.
I think apple
Vodka
juice
was a very big mistake. Me
Ap-
and my
ap-
buddy.
apple juice, Dom Perignon. Be fine.
I don't know. I don't know. So vodka, right? Me and my buddy were like 14, and all we had was vodka and guava kerns, and that was what we mixed it together with. So we called it guadka,
God.
and it was by far the worst fucking thing. But we didn't care, We just got so drunk that we got to taste it again.
Mm.
And I will never ever drink a guava kerns ever again. in my
Oh,
life.
a couple days ago, Christian, those looked fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Like legitimately
Oh, yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
That looked bougie.
Bougie. That was yesterday.
He sent us photos of bougie food.
Yeah. Bougie.
Oh, bougie food.
Yeah.
Dino nuggets, sir.
I will say on the golf course,
Deep fried chicken pate.
Gatorade is not a bad way to go.
Fatorade's great, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vodka Gatorade. This is why vodka is the best booze.
False.
False.
All wrong.
False.
No, it's totally the
Lies.
best booze. You can mix it with anything.
You have
No,
to mix
because
it
you
with
can't
stuff.
mix it with Kern's guava nectar.
Well,
Aha.
all right.
But you could
Touche.
do tequila.
I would take tequila over vodka every single time.
I think Kern's guava and tequila would be pretty good.
Well, see, what we didn't realize at the time was that vodka is just better drank straight than with weird mixtures
Mm.
like Kerns. But to be fair, you can't mix guava Kerns with fucking anything and make that taste good.
Well, you just
Lane,
drink
that's
it by
challenge.
itself.
That's a challenge, sure. I guarantee you guys could try it. It won't be good. I don't even know if they make guava Kerns.
Unfortunately, my summer cocktail menu is already done.
I mean, I can get some guava Kerns. You want some?
If you guys are down to try some guadka,
That
trust me,
just sounds rough.
it's not good. Yeah. But to be fair, like my memory, I was 14 and didn't have a giant memory, like a whole lot of experience drinking at that point,
Well,
Yeah.
So see, you need to revisit.
Yeah, my palate, as you guys would say, could be completely different. No, it's not, but like, we'll pretend like it could be.
All right. Well, when you start drinking again, you let me know. I'll get some Kerns. We'll make this happen.
That's fair. I don't know when that's going to be. It's been month and a half now, I think.
Sounds about right.
No. I haven't really felt like having a drink, to tell you the truth. Like my body doesn't really like it very much anymore in any form.
Mm.
Like I can have like 2 or 3 drinks, and like if I stop there, it won't be too bad. You know what I mean? But if I keep drinking the next day, it's fucking, I'll be miserable.
Fair.
I can't drink, a fucking half bottle of whiskey anymore like I used to be able to.
No, I mean 2 or 3 drinks is all I go anyway.
Yeah, I was never good at stopping at 2 or 3. So that's why I tend to just not drink.
I mean, I used to go much deeper in like college and working in the bars, but it wasn't like it was just because everyone was out. That's what we're doing. And because we were walking. My biggest inhibition to drinking is driving.
Yeah, for sure. Luckily, when I was bartending, I worked fucking like a mile from the bars that I worked at, so I could just walk home.
Yeah, I lived downtown, so I lived walking distance from the bars in Slow.
Yeah.
Oh, 2's pretty good.
Yeah,
That's
it
what
was
I
pretty
used
good.
to. I used to. I'd have 2 cars, and one of the reasons why I stopped bartending is because my cars kept getting fucked up from people like kicking them out of the bar, the tires getting slashed. I had 2 cars, right, and I would literally drive to the bar, and I would get drunk, and I would walk home, and I'd drive my other car to the bar the next day, and then I would pay somebody to drive it home and walk back to the bar, before they started drinking, and I'd give them free drinks. That's how I'd get one car home.
Mm.
Well, one time I had them both there. Nobody was fucking sober enough to drive it back or wouldn't do it or whatever. And then I kicked someone out of the bar, and they slashed the tires on both my fucking cars. Had like 4 tires slashed on 2 cars. And then the Bronco ended up getting all the windows smashed out of it, like fucking Roadhouse,
Right.
because I kicked somebody out of the
Well, I was
bar.
going to say, didn't you learn from Roadhouse? You just keep a beater there and you don't worry about it.
Both these cars were beaters, dude. One of them was an 81 Honda Prelude. I called it the go-kart. Like you had, when you stopped at the light, you had to keep your foot on the gas or else it would die. So you had to like 2-foot it every time you were at a light. And then I had an 89 Ford Bronco, the OJ Bronco.
Yeah.
Which, dude, the Broncobra was the best car I've ever had. I love that car.
The Bronco.
The Broncobra, dude. That thing would crawl up anything. It had like that friggin', I don't know, that Windsor, like that, was it 5.1 or 3.1 Windsor, the V8 that Ford used to put in. And dude, that thing would just go anywhere.
Yeah.
I love that thing. It got like fucking 8 miles to the gallon or something ridiculous. And then, didn't you get that fucking one of your friends? Didn't I get that Bronco?
It was from Rachel's sister and her brother-in-law.
Yeah, it was like $200 or something.
It was pretty cheap.
It was really cheap. And then they wanted like $1,500 to replace all the windows. And I was just like, shit, I'm not doing that. Because I had to replace tires and shit already.
You don't need windows.
Yeah.
One of my roommates in college, he was dating a girl in Santa Barbara, and he drove back from Santa Barbara in the morning. He sold appliances at Sears. That was his job on the weekends.
Yeah.
So he drove, and he had a Bronco, like an 89 Bronco. Drove back, pretty much the same one you had, from Santa Barbara, and was at the light outside of, like, turning left in the left turn lane to go into Sears to work. And the guy pulls up next to him, and he's like, and Richard was an asshole, and he's like, finally was like, whatever, what the fuck? So he fucking rolls down the window, and he's like, what?
Oh, it's this one.
And the dude goes, your car's on fire. And right as he said that, he goes, what? And he looks forward, and flames came over the dash. And he fucking slams it into park, and then runs out, like basically sprints out the back of his Bronco in the back, and then watched his car burn to nothing.
That's awesome. I was in one. It was right when we graduated the fucking prep academy. My buddy Brandon Jackson was driving back to Texas in his Bronco, and we were driving it on the street behind the barracks, and literally we hear this ping, 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 and we were like, what the fuck was that noise? And I look over and I see Brandon's fucking driver's side front tire rolling away from the fucking car. And we're still driving down the road on 3 tires. Like the thing barely even moved. Like you couldn't even really tell. You just see it driving off. I was like, Brandon, you should probably stop. He looks over, he goes, oh shit. He still drove that thing to Texas too, from fucking Jersey. I couldn't believe that. I was like, dude, you sure you're going to drive this thing? He's like, it'll be fine.
What about the wheel?
He fucking somehow found some new lug nuts, put that wheel back on. But it was the lug nuts, that pinging sound.
Yeah.
Was 3 of the lug nuts, or all of them just like ping, ping, and just shooting off the fucking tire. I was just like, are you sure about this? Like, where did you even get this fucking thing?
Who'd you steal this from?
Yeah. He made it, though, apparently. He was from fucking Brownsville.
And then he sold it right away.
Probably.
All right, you guys want to rank these whiskeys?
I'm thinking 2, 3, 1.
I concur. What would you score 2? 2 to me smells like a very good Four Roses pick. Or 3, I mean.
3. I was going to say
Yeah,
3,
3.
right?
I don't know what their mash bill is, but I'd bet it's high rye.
3 is really opened up.
But I think 2's better.
I'd give it like a 70, 80. Right
Lane,
in between there.
do you have a guess on what 2 is?
The nose.
The nose and the palate. I think maybe the cigar is screwing with my palate a little bit.
I thought it was the shadow nose.
It is.
I was on freaking. I don't remember what it was.
It's got the mouthfeel and the nose of a stag, but I think the cigar is fucking my palate because the flavors are off. What?
He already looked, so he knows what it is.
Fucking dick. What?
It's the Stag. 2024.
That's twice now you've gotten that.
Listen,
There's something sketchy going on here.
He was just trying to throw us off last week by getting
He's
it
like,
wrong.
I don't know, my palate might be off, but I think it's Stag.
that's probably why we like it so much.
Yeah, it's very good.
Turns out it's fucking Stag.
There is a little off note in there from smoking and between the three, but Stag's still good.
This cigar, okay, so like here's where I know it's, because I know what E.H. Taylor small batch tastes like.
Mhm.
And it's fucking with the palate. Like, I think it's the Honduran tobacco in this cigar. There's got to be Honduran tobacco in this.
Yeah, I think there is.
Is that bad?
It just has a very distinct flavor, and it has a tendency to affect other flavors.
Oh.
Yeah, it's distinctively like off-putting.
Is there like a hierarchy of tobacco for cigars?
I always put Nick at top, then Dominican, then
I still think Cuba's at the top. Good Cuban tobacco.
Cubans aged properly. Yes,
proper good Cubans.
Like, then Nicaragua, then DR and Ecuador, like, and probably Brazil right next to each other.
Yeah,
and then Honduras, Costa Rica, and everything else.
Really?
Yeah,
fair.
Yeah.
Costa Ricas are not good.
Is it the quality of the tobacco that they're growing, or is it
it's just
how they grow
it's
it?
The soil.
I think it's the soil.
Yeah, it's the soil. There's some weird astringent note in Hondurans that's just this earthy collection of dirt and
clay
dirt and more dirt mixed with a little bit of dirt. And then they're like, oh, that's really good. And you're like, yeah, no, if I went outside and put dirt in my mouth, that would not be good. And that's what this cigar tastes like.
Well, the Umbagog's okay, but even then, that's a lot of dirt still.
Yeah, and it has a Nick filler in it.
And then you have that grittiness, like they never washed the leaf, so there's dirt.
It feels dirty in the mouth.
So you're saying
it's like
Honduran tobacco
it's like when you get
dirty.
pepper stuck in your
The thing
teeth,
is, some people love Honduran cigars.
and they would be wrong.
I mean, they're not wrong for their palate.
Yes, they are.
They're just wrong as a person.
But they do. Some people don't like Nicaragua. Some people think Nicaragua is too peppery.
Also wrong.
Again, I would agree. I'm a huge fan of Nicaraguan cigars.
We don't serve those people.
What the hell am I smoking right now?
Nicaraguan?
Okay. Does it say on here?
Oh, you're smoking the OD Habano, yeah?
Yeah.
The blue foil?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very good cigar.
It would be, except the wrapper fell off.
Oh, did it?
The outer layer, yeah.
Oh, that's too bad.
It's still, I mean, it's smokable, but like, I've
had some glue issues on a couple.
Well, conveniently, we know who to talk to.
Yes, we do.
Is the blue wrapper or the
Habano? Yeah,
got it?
like two or three of them that I've smoked now. Every time I take the band off, it just takes it.
Is it the ones in the blue band wrapper, or is it just the?
Yeah, it was the Corona Gordas. It was the short
Got it.
guys. Yeah.
Well, his was the foil.
Oh well, it might be the foil too.
But I also had one of his Maduros that was full on bricked.
Yeah, and they've just been hard to get off. I don't know what's going on.
When you say one of his, one of who? What do you mean?
Dion is the guy's name that owns that company.
Oh.
He lives in Reno.
Oh, okay.
Gotta tell him.
Yeah.
Knock that glue off.
You're like, what the hell, man?
Factory.
It's got to be like,
Instead of a smooth leaf, now my cigar kind of looks like a turd.
Oh yeah, that'll happen.
It's got a little Mr.
right.
Hanky
Kind
going
of
on.
texturing.
Yeah, you know, it definitely has some weird texturing. Not quite veiny, but
Questionable.
it's uncomfortable to put in my mouth. As I'm like,
I was gonna say, put the camera on him.
no, don't do that.
Too late.
Shit.
Yeah,
I
come
don't
on.
know what to do
Come
with
on.
it.
Yeah.
See, now it's the whole thing. Like now you got to go back to them. I'm just gonna set it there. You fuckers. Yeah, fuck you. I hate you all.
I switched it right back.
I
There
know.
you go.
Yeah. I can see it, fucker.
Listen, Christian
Yeah.
wants to see this happen. I know he
Yeah.
does.
How do you feel now?
He was talking about
Dirty.
Yes,
That's how I feel. I feel like I've been used.
Good.
Last night he was talking about me needing to do squats. Today he asked if you did squats.
Dude. I couldn't. I went skiing the other day, like actually skiing for the first time in 3 years or so. because I've been telling people, like, they've been asking me, you know, if I ski or ride, and I always tell people I do both. I'm better on a snowboard, but I ski as well.
Right.
And I realized I hadn't been in years. I was like, well, I should probably go just to, you know, if I can make sure I can still ski.
I didn't ski last year at all.
Dude.
I did the year before quite a bit.
So exhausting on my legs compared to snowboarding.
Yeah.
I took a few runs and then it was just like, okay, I'm going home. Because I was like having trouble walking downstairs and shit. You know, so I was literally just like, okay, I'm fucking done. And then the next day, my legs were so friggin' sore and tight. It was ridiculous. Like I stepped out of bed and was like, oh God, you know.
Bad decisions were made.
Yeah, this hurts.
My legs.
I'm gonna go again because I
You
know
better finish that, Casey.
it won't.
This is going down. Now that I know what it is.
I can't. I can't
Hello, nurse.
let that last. You know what I mean? I got to go again to get my legs back in shape.
Mm-hmm.
But I do. I only do body weight squats. I don't do like you. I'm not gonna put a bar on my back and freaking do any squats.
I do squats like body weight, but not much. He does the bar. He pushes weight.
Yeah, I know Lane does. I don't bother with that nonsense. I'm not.
He always made fun of me for going to the gym.
I never made fun of you for going to the gym. That's ridiculous. Of all the things I made fun of you for, going to the gym was never one of them.
Okay, maybe when I talked about going to the gym, you made fun of the gym. It was
That's fair.
one step removed from making fun of me for going to the gym.
No, that's not even close to the same fucking thing. Get out of here with that.
Jerry.
No, Lane basically after the age of like 14, like lived in the gym. And to be fair, I did go to the gym a lot when we were kids.
Yeah.
And I did go to the gym a lot when I was in the army and, you know, stuff like that. I just
No, but by
stopped doing
gym
it.
you mean bar.
Well, I did that too. I actually, dude, I got put in charge of the remedial PT at the fucking prep academy. Because for me, like PT, like passing a PT test was easy. You know, I was always going to get near max on it every time. And the only thing that like some days was hard for me to max was the run, you know, because some days I could run it in 12 minutes and some days it would take me like 13, 15, you know, which you had to get under 13 to max it at that time.
It depends on your age.
Yeah. Well, for me at that time,
Yeah.
Because PT was easy for me, like I had to do the remedial shit, which sucked. Because normally at the fucking prep academy, the fucking PT's in the afternoon, but the remedial shit I had to do at like 5 a.m. So it meant I had to get up at 5 a.m. with these assholes that couldn't pass their PT test, which means they were getting tortured.
Yeah.
You know, because if I was up at 5 a.m., they were gonna fucking pay the price for it, and they did. But every single one of them fucking passed after that, and I got a little award. You know, and they were just like, well, what did you do? And I was like, it's simple. If they couldn't pass push-ups, they were doing a lot of push-ups.
Yeah.
If they couldn't pass their fucking run, they were running.
Yeah.
I had this little like workout room. It was like an indoor gym on the third floor. And it had like mats and all sorts of shit in it. But it had treadmills and fucking workout equipment. And like I would literally, like if you were a fat buddy and you couldn't pass the run for that whole hour, you were fucking running on a treadmill. You know, I was just gonna set it at a certain pace and be like, if you fucking stop, you know what I mean? You're going to have to do more later. I'm going to catch you this afternoon. You're going to have to go running with me, you know? And nobody wanted that shit.
Yeah.
I hated doing that shit.
Nobody turned it down when you walked away.
Dude. They like, none of them wanted to get thrown out of the school.
Got it.
You know, so they were all kind of motivated. They were just not very physically. A lot of these kids were straight out of high school, had never done any military shit. You know what I mean? Just, they weren't used to it. So they just basically had to do it a lot just to get their body used to it.
Got it.
But like if they couldn't pass push-ups for fucking an hour, you were doing goddamn push-ups to failure. And then you were going to get like a 5-minute break and you were going to do some more. And
What was
then-
passing on push-ups?
Oh, you only had to do like 40.
42
Yeah, 42.
for anybody who's 18 to 20.
Well, it's different now. They changed it.
Yeah, now it's not
Yeah.
even the same test as it used to be.
Yeah, there's like a kettlebell run test.
Yeah, it used to
you need
be.
to do. You have to like drag a body.
This was the second time they've
Weird.
changed it because before it was different as well. We kept the push-up, sit-ups, and the 2-mile run,
Yeah.
but like you had the APFT, which is like a more laxed workout in the morning, essentially. And then back then it was just running, pushing, and
Yeah, when it was
Sit-ups.
just 2 minutes push-ups, 2 minutes sit-ups, and 2 mile run.
Yeah.
That was it. And you did them all kind of in a row. You got into like a group of usually like 5 or 6 people that they would just go through the line, and they would just 2 minutes each, and then you would go back to the end of the line, and then you do your sit-ups, and then you line up and do your run.
I hated push-ups so much because I got the NCO that would sit there and he wouldn't count like half of them. He'd be like 1, 1, 1, 1,
See, I
2.
could do at the time 100 push-ups without stopping because I had such a big mouth in basic training that I was doing push-ups constantly.
Fair enough.
Fucking all the time. They didn't even have to say it. They would just look at me and go like this, and I would just be like, "Shit, okay."
God damn it.
Yeah, a lot of times I would just start doing them before they even told me to do it. Like we had a drill sergeant that looked like fucking Mario, and this dude Zulu. Every time he'd walk out, fucking Schmadel would walk out. He'd start doing the Mario, do, 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 you know what I mean? And just to fuck with me because it made me laugh every time he'd do it. So I would be laughing, and before Schmadel could tell me to do push-ups, like he'd be looking at me, and I would just start doing them.
You're like, yeah, I know.
He'd say shit like, "Who says you're not trainable, Hagen?" I'd be like, "Nobody, drill sergeant." Fucking nobody. But yeah, like sit-ups were never a problem for me. Push-ups, when I first went into basic training, that was the only thing on my first PT test that I didn't max was push-ups. I think I did like 60 or something.
My arms were always lanky, so that movement all the way down and all the way up was my problem.
Yeah, mine too. But like when I went in, but remember the test before basic training where they test to see how many you could do?
Yeah.
I only did like 21.
I actually did good at that one, but I think he was counting them easily. Like he was counting every push up, whether I went all the way down or not.
I did so many in between that first day before basic and the first PT test. I did so many push-ups that I went from being able to do like 21 to being able to do like 60 in like 2 weeks. And by the end of basic training, I could pump them out like wasn't even trying. I could just sit. I could talk to you while I was doing them. I tried doing something the other day. I did like 20, and I was like, "Holy shit!" Fucking arms were tired. I was like, "This is hard."
Yeah, especially when you haven't done it for a while.
Yeah. Well, I did years ago. I was doing a lot of them, and I hurt something in my forearm doing pull-ups, and I couldn't do pull-ups or push-ups anymore. But I'd gotten to the point where I was doing sets of like 80. You know what I mean? So I was doing a lot of them. In like an hour, I would do, like 400 of them.
Nice.
Now I couldn't do that. If you give me all day, I could maybe do it.
I haven't tried to do regular push-ups in a long time. I do sets of 20, but I do them on 18-inch bars.
Yeah, I do them. I've got those little like
I've
push-up
got
things.
big metal bars
the
that's like this
perfect
far
push-up.
off the ground.
Yeah, mine aren't that tall. Mine are only like this tall.
Yours is that perfect push-up thing that rotates when you're supposed to go down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't rotate on them.
I don't either because last time I tried that, I hurt myself.
Well, so like I can't do like a normal push-up like this. It hurts my wrist.
Yeah.
So on the bar, I can just do like this and do them. It's not the same as like this, but it doesn't hurt my wrist.
Is it like right there in the center?
Yeah.
I have that same issue.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's from. Just abuse, I'm
Were
sure.
you dropping down and catching yourself?
No.
Like you lean forward and just catch yourself and go into a push-up?
No, fuck no. I wasn't trying to show off doing push-ups. I never enjoyed them.
You must have. Your mouth.
Well, no, because I couldn't help myself. Remember when I said when I was young there was no filter?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was no filter. Like I remember one time.
What do you mean was?
I have a filter now.
Yeah.
We had to write an essay on who we thought we were. Like a fucking 2-page essay. The drill sergeant was like, and I wanted to be like, this motherfucker can't even read. He wants me to write a goddamn essay. I was so bent about it. And I told everybody in my platoon, I was like, look, I'm going to piss off the drill sergeant. I'm going to write an essay. He's not going to like it. Right? He's going to get mad. Object now or forever hold your fucking peace. And basically nobody objected. So I wrote him a 2-page essay on how he didn't need to know who I am or who I thought I was. And he did not appreciate it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We were in the fucking chow hall, and I wrote at the time I had legal paper, and I was the only one that had yellow legal paper. And I see him pick up my essay and start to read it, and I'm sitting there eating like, oh shit. And I elbow my buddy Carl, and I was like, look, dude, this is it,
Yeah.
And Carl goes,
Here we go.
He's like, you had to do it, didn't you? And I was just like, I told you,
Yeah, you had your chance.
Yeah. you had
Nobody
a chance.
said
That
anything.
is true.
So he's reading it, and I could see him just getting fucking angrier and angrier. He's just stewing over there, and he's just finally he gets up and he shows it to somebody else. He's like, "This motherfucker!" I see him limp, like mouth, "This motherfucker," And he waits till we get done eating, and we get back outside in formation, and he brings me out in front and starts smoking the shit out of everybody else.
Yeah.
Telling them how it's my fault that they're getting fucking smoked because I was a smart ass and all this shit. And we get back to the barracks and they're all fucking just glaring at me. And I was like, I told you motherfuckers, you guys didn't say shit. I was like, you can't say shit now. And they were all like, fuck, why did you do that? And I was like, they were going to smoke us no matter what.
Yeah,
like
they were going to find a reason.
It was going to
Just gave
happen.
him a really good one.
Yeah, I just gave him a good one. And I didn't have to get smoked. I got to watch you assholes roll around in the mud, which was, kind of nice for me.
Entertaining.
Yeah. Well, like Schmadel thought he was going to get me in trouble with all the guys, and he didn't realize that, like, that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they were all my friends at that point. And it's just, like, what are they going to do? They're going to start a fight in the barracks. You know what I mean? They're not going to fucking.
There were so many of those.
Yeah, like we had a couple, but not really. Like honestly, most of the time, like I almost got into because my shit was all the way down at the end of the hall, and we always had to, like you're running back and forth when they have like changing uniforms and being back down in formation and shit. It's just a screw with you, and you're not going to make it in time, so they smoke the shit out of you. And it's basically just nightly exercise, right?
Yep.
But you'd be screaming at people like, make a hole as you're running down the hallway, and people wouldn't move out of the way. So you just barrel into them and knock them down. And they would fucking want to fight you over that. And you're just like, dude, I screamed, make a hole. You didn't fucking move. Like, what do you want me to do?
I'm going to be honest, Christian, 14:45 on the 2 mile when you're 6'5", 250 is pretty good.
That's really good, actually.
That's actually pretty impressive.
Is that what you're running now?
That's what he said. It was the best he ever could do. He said 74 push-ups, 95 to 100 sit-ups, but he could never max the 2 mile.
Yeah. Well, what did he weigh? 250?
250.
Yeah, that would have been tough. I was 150 when I was running sub
Yeah.
12s. Like, I think my fastest was 1150 or 1155, something like that.
I would have initially had a problem with the run, but when I start running, I drop weight really fast.
I gained a lot of.
You would have
muscle
been fine because, like, 13 minutes is max, but to pass it, you just have to do it in basically like under 16 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could have passed, but like until I dropped down to runner's weight. So when I was just running and not really lifting, doing like body weight lifts and calisthenics, but no like heavy lifts, I dropped down to like 186, and running was no problem for me.
Yeah. Yeah. When I was 150, I could run all day.
Yeah.
But I made the mistake of basically maxing the first run almost and then getting put in the A group for morning PT, which meant it was always running fast.
Yeah.
I should have sandbagged the shit out of that first one and gotten to like the B group, But no, every day. We had this little Mexican drill sergeant who could run like a motherfucker, dude. Like we called him Speedy Gonzalez because he would take off at like a 5-minute mile pace.
Yeah.
And he'd be talking shit to you.
Yeah.
Like if you couldn't keep up, he would like not breathing hard. He'd be over his shoulder talking shit.
Yeah.
Calling you weak and shit. You're like, dude, we're dying over here.
And he's just having a good old time.
Yeah. Well, and they used to switch out too. These bastards, like they'd know the running route.
Yeah.
And one of the drills would run the first bit of it and then they'd switch off. So you'd have a fresh one running the second part of it. And we're just dying. And they're just like, what's the matter? You're like, you fucking asshole.
You've only been doing this for half the run.
Yeah. But yeah, I think my best ever was 1150 or 1155 on the run, like 94 push-ups and like 110 sit-ups or something like that.
Damn.
Which was like you go over the 300, which was max if you do that. It was like 330 or something, 320.
Dude, coming out of high school, like my bench was never huge, but I never had a problem with push-ups.
The most I've ever been able to bench is 225. I could do it once.
I got to 350 once.
Yeah, I could never do that. I got to 225 and I was super fucking stoked with that, dude.
But my endurance in chest was amazing because of fucking Nate. Because we would go through, like, we would go all the way down to, like, you go all the way through your chest workout, and then it was fucking push-ups with weights on your back, and then the weight would get pulled off, and you would do 4 sets to where you would just go like down to where you couldn't physically push your chest off the ground.
You don't do that anymore, do you?
No.
Yeah.
Dude, there were days after working out in high school where I couldn't lift my arms to open my locker.
You just stare at it.
Yeah, like you kind of put your arm on your knee and like lift it up, and you're like, yeah.
Didn't you also get stuck doing leg day one time and you couldn't shift?
No, so yes and no.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how it happened, but I ended up doing a leg day with a couple of the rugby players at Cal Poly, and our gym was upstairs, and we went for 3 hours. Like, we started 10 sets of 10 on the squat rack, and we went from 225 to 275. And that was just the beginning. I couldn't walk down I had to hand walk down the rails on the stairs because I couldn't walk down the stairs. Yeah.
I remember some days as a kid after working out with like you and Jim where I couldn't shampoo my damn hair. It was like take a shower and it's just like couldn't lift my arms up to scrub my head.
You're like, that. No.
You had to like lean down too, you know?
Oh, dude, like Nate and I would work out with people. They'd be like, let me jump in with you guys. We're like, yeah, sure, whatever. We didn't give a shit. And they would like you said, like couldn't shift their car in the parking lot, like couldn't put on their backpacks. They're like, I can't get dressed. And you're like, it's on you, man. Like,
well, like how you guys, what you were just talking about, that's how we used to do push-ups. Like when I was in basic, there was no drop and give me a certain number. It was just drop and start doing push-ups. And you would do those until you couldn't do them anymore. And then you'd go to your knees and you'd just keep doing push-ups. And then once you couldn't do any more of those, you would just lay flat on the ground and push your chest off the ground. And once you couldn't do that anymore, then you would just get in the push-up position and hold it.
Oh.
And that was what, like when they said push or drop, which basically meant the same fucking thing. You would just fucking do that until they told you to get up. And it could last anywhere from like 30 seconds to fucking 30 minutes.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? You never knew. So like at the end of basic training, like push-ups were fucking nothing. You know, I was 150 pounds. Anyway, I'm like 180 now. So 30 pounds lighter than I am now. And I was doing that fucking daily, like all day, every day. Which, I mean, I should be doing it now, but I'm too lazy. I don't have a guy with a Smokey Bear hat yelling at me.
Yeah, it's fair.
You know, like they call it motivation, but it's really just like fear. You're like, Jesus Christ, fuck.
I mean, we could hire a
I'm
guy.
always surprised when people say I couldn't deal with the drill sergeant yelling at me. I'd probably hit him. In my head, I'm like, I highly doubt that.
See,
there's some people I might believe it, but like 90% of them that says it, I'm just like, nah, he wouldn't do that because those guys, they've been blown up, shot at. They are fucking terrifying, and they have that stare, and you're like, nope.
See,
Well, and you get used to it.
Logan used to say that his problem in basic was not laughing at like when like the drill sergeant's going off on other people.
That's a squid, right?
And he's like, that shit's funny. Yeah, that shit's funny as hell. But if you laugh, then all of a sudden now you're also doing it too.
Yep.
And he was like, every time, man, like somebody would say some stupid shit, and it's all of a sudden now we're all doing them.
Yep.
And it's like, oh, you think that's funny, huh? It's like it was funny, now it's not.
And see, that was when I would just start doing push-ups. I'd be like, yes, drill sergeant, as I'm getting into the push-up position. Just preemptively, like, yep, absolutely. That's hilarious.
yeah, that was fucking hilarious, drill sergeant.
The first time I heard the drill sergeant say we were as fucked as a bag of smashed assholes, I lost my fucking mind. I couldn't stop laughing for like fucking 30 minutes. I was trying to do push-ups, so I couldn't because I was laughing so fucking hard. And the drill sergeant, you could even tell, like, he thought it was hilarious that I thought it was so funny. Like, he was turning around because he was smirking. Like, he was like...
He's like trying not to laugh.
Yeah. But there were so many good expressions like that.
Yeah.
They just, you couldn't help it.
Yeah.
You just start laughing, just immediately go in the push-up position.
and
Like,
they had
fuck it.
so many good ones.
Oh yeah, the drills are the best at that sort of thing. That one obviously is my favorite to this day.
Yeah.
You know, there's like as ate up as a soup sandwich is a common one. You know, which is like the first time you hear it, you're just like, what did he just say?
But mine was, you guys are shining like a diamond in a goat's ass.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny to me. I use that one now still.
Yeah. They used to, I mean, like nowadays you can't get away with it, but then like they would just call you gay all the time.
Yeah.
When you're getting into a cattle truck, they'd be like, pack it in, homos, nuts to butts, let's go. And you're just like, God damn it, really?
Yeah.
And you are like, you're packed in there. You got like, you know, it's asshole to elbow in there. You're just like fucking crammed in, going on a fucking 45-minute ride just to get yelled at when you get off.
Yeah.
It was fun. I can't fucking.
I'm not gonna lie, I do miss basics sometimes because that was probably the best shape I've been in my life, and
I don't miss it at all.
There's times where I miss it.
I would say I was in the best shape of my life after being in for like a year. After like basic and AIT, which was fucking forever. By the time I got to airborne school, I was in really good shape. That was when I was running sub 12s and could do 100 push-ups without stopping.
I never ran a sub 12. It was always like 12 and change.
I did it only a handful of times. The airborne school was one of them because there was this collegiate runner, this chick, who was giving me shit about eating Burger King the night before the PT test. I'd walked down to because there's a Burger King on every fucking military post.
Yeah.
So I'd walk down and got like 2 Whoppers and large fries and a milkshake. And she's like, how can you eat that and then run tomorrow? And I was like, oh, it'll be fine. You know what I mean? Like, I've been doing this for a while. It'll be okay.
It's carbo loading.
And yeah, she was basically just like, I'm going to kick your ass tomorrow. And I was just like, the hell you are, you know? And she was fast. Yeah. Like, I fucking had to fucking basically run under 12 minutes to beat her.
Yeah.
And she was hanging with me until the very last bit.
Yeah.
And I just said, fuck it. I was like, I don't care if I die. I'm just going to start sprinting.
And you pushed it harder. Huh?
Go.
But that was the only reason I ran that fast that day. Was just because this chick told me she was going to beat me. And I was like, no,
not today. Not today.
There was only 2 girls that I was in with who could beat me on the run.
Well, I mean, when you weigh nothing and all you can do is run pretty well, and then, yeah, of course they're going to beat you.
There was this one, I don't even remember her name. There's this one blonde sergeant at Fort Campbell who was in the 101st, but I'd see her out on the track running. And she fucking faster than shit. Like a marathon runner fast. Yeah, there's no way I could hang with that chick. And then this girl that I was at the prep school with, Heather, little freaking tiny Latin girl who could just run like a motherfucker. She couldn't beat me by a lot, but like she'd beat me by like 15 seconds and then never let me hear the end of it. You're like, God damn it, Heather.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Then you just challenge her to a push-up contest.
So she was in shape, dude. Like she could do a lot of push-ups. She probably couldn't beat me on that, yeah, but she could do a lot. Like she'd max the PT test every single time. She was one of those girls.
I couldn't do that. I'd never max PT test. Didn't even get close. I think the closest was 270.
That's still good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
You only got to get 210 to go to like qualify for SF.
Fair.
You got to get 70 in each category to qualify for selection. Now, granted, you're doing that, your chances of getting through aren't very high, but that's all you need to get in, you know, to have a chance.
Most of the time, you want to be maxing everything and be the top 1% of everything.
Well, you don't have to be. You don't have to be the top of everything. There are dudes. Like have you seen fucking McPhee online on YouTube? Shrek,
Yeah.
Sheriff of Baghdad. That dude's not a great runner. You know what I mean?
No,
for a Delta guy.
Yeah.
But like everything else, probably top notch. You know what I mean? Like best of the best at. You know, but he's probably not the best runner, but he runs good enough. You know what I mean? At that point, it's not so much about fucking speed as it is endurance. Like I guarantee you that guy's not running the fastest fucking 2 mile time,
yeah.
but he can run forever. I bet you he could run for 40 fucking miles.
I had one of my teachers. He was the JROTC teacher down in Douglas High School.
Yeah.
I challenged him, and it was a terrible idea. I ran faster than him, and I got all the laps, but he kept going after that and just kept going and just put me to shame as I'm dying on the ground, huffing and puffing.
Yeah. There's a lot of guys like that. Like Sergeant Major West.
Yep.
Be the Sergeant Major, run. I certainly couldn't do it. I wouldn't even have tried. Thankfully, I didn't have to because he was in the 101st.
Yeah, honestly, like in the run competition, like I would have figured it out enough to like make do. But if it's like a run competition, I'm like, I'm good.
Where you would have excelled in the Army is humping weight.
Oh yeah, listen, I can walk for a long time with weight on my back.
Yeah. That's exactly where you would have excelled. Because that, believe it or not, is more important, I think, than running. Like, you have to be in good cardiovascular shape, but that's mostly so you can carry around a bunch of weight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like you're not freaking sprinting with 80 pounds of shit on your back.
Yeah.
Christian says the guys that could run fast, I'd just take them to the basketball court and dunk on them.
Yeah. But yeah, like, so you were, like a guy my size carrying 100 pounds of shit is a lot.
Yeah.
Right. But 100 pounds for you is not as bad.
Fair.
Proportionally too. It's not nearly as much. And I mean, I got screwed because of batteries.
I also do very well walking uphill, strangely.
Yeah. Yeah. Which that's, you'd have been fine in the military.
Yeah.
It'd have been fine. You would have run fast enough to pass the fucking test, and they would have fucking handed you the 60, and you would have been like, okay, I'm walking with this thing. Where I would have been dying. Fucking dying.
I don't want it.
No, I don't want it.
Was it Expendables 2 when they're making fun of the kid with the Barrett? And he's like, yeah, run ahead. And he just takes off up the mountain with the Barrett. And he's like, remember when we could do that? You could never do that.
You could never do that. I could never do that. Those things are heavy. Fuck, even doing like rifle PT, where you're just like doing this with your rifle as you're running and shit, dude. So fucking
At some
tiring.
point, it just, yeah.
Yeah, you're basically just resting the rifle on your head.
Yeah.
Just trying
After
to
a
keep
while.
it up there.
Yeah, just making it look like it's out there. Like, I used to rest mine because it was before the vest, so we had the like load bearing things like that, fucking suspenders with belt. I used to stick the pistol grip of my M16 in the pistol belt and just like rest my hands on it, so it kind of looks like I'm standing there with my rifle where it's supposed to be, but it's really just a
Holding
rest. Yeah, and it's kind of pointed in the direction that it's supposed to be, but I'm not really holding it. I'm just like resting my hands on it. I used to do that shit all the time.
There's different ways that you got to find to make things easier. And as soon as they caught you, you were fucked. But until then, it was always good.
I used to come out of everything clean. I used to find the dry spots. Like in the bayonet course, there was one lane that was dry where everything else was muddy. And like everybody was fucking getting all excited and muddy and coming through and just getting all amped and shit, And I was just like, fuck that. I don't want to get muddy. Like I would literally zigzag to find the dry spot through the entire course. And I came out of it bone fucking dry. And the fucking drill sergeant's looking at me like, you didn't even go in there, did you? And I was just like, I swear to God, you saw me go through it.
Yeah.
I remember getting freaking smoked in the mud once. And I was rolling around on my elbows and like my heels to keep my body off the ground, to keep myself out of the mud.
Yeah.
And at the end of it, everybody else is drenched and I've just got like muddy elbows and like muddy knees. And they're like, what the fuck were you doing?
Like, work smarter, not harder.
Yeah. I was like, trying not to fucking make myself miserable for the rest of the night. That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it didn't stop there. There was other stuff that you had to do later, and you were not changing.
No, fuck no. And you had to sleep in like muddy shit, and then your bed would be muddy. And then you'd get in trouble for having a dirty bed and stupid shit. All just so they can fucking have an excuse to make you do more push-ups because you're out of shape.
Obnoxious.
Oh, it is. Your problem with the military lane would not have been the drill sergeants or the authority. It would have been all the idiots that you're in there with. Because there's some fucking winners.
Some of them Blue Falcons in there.
Dude, we had this one dude named fucking Haley. And Haley couldn't stop pissing himself. Like, we'd go upstairs to change, get shit, be back down in formation. They'd give you like 3 minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
And everybody else, if they really had to fucking piss, would just be late.
Yeah.
You just like, fuck it. I'm just going to take a piss, and be late because we're going to do push-ups every way. No, but like, not everybody's going to make it anyway. We're going to do push-ups. Doesn't matter. Except Haley. He would make it down to formation and forget to pee and then just piss himself in the middle of the formation. And he would be like, drill sergeant, you know what I mean? And drill sergeant would just be like, fuck, hey, again? Seriously, again? They would have to like yell at him, just go to the bathroom, Haley. It'll be okay.
Yeah.
They fucking basically had to tell the guy, like, doesn't matter if you're late, dude. We would rather you be late than piss yourself. And it happened like 5 fucking times. And like the first, like, I don't know, fucking like once a week throughout the first like 5 weeks of basic training.
we had a guy like that. His name was Kurtner. And we had a exercise where we had to low crawl all the way from the start point for like half a mile. And then you had to run the rest of the way and bounce from cover to cover. But like midway through the crawl, he's next to me. He's like, Jenkins, I gotta piss. I'm like, lift your leg, unzip your pants, and just piss out the side, man. You'll be okay. It's like, what if they catch me? It's fine. We're low crawling.
Yeah.
Just crawl and do that.
They'll understand. Like, they'll get it, dude. You know what I mean? Who cares if you're late?
But yeah, he made it through just fine. But every time, Jenkins, I gotta piss. What do I do?
Oh,
Go?
Go pee.
Like, well, even to the point where like you have to remember like the 3 general orders, and there are guys that couldn't do it.
I believe that.
Like after like a month of them trying to remember these 3 sentences, they couldn't
Shit,
do
I
it.
don't remember him anymore.
Yeah, I don't remember them now either, but it's been 20 years.
Yeah.
All 12 of them.
Like
No.
It's been like 15 for me now.
There's not 12
16?
of them, are there?
General orders of the century.
I thought there's 3 general orders.
12 general orders of the century.
I think you only had to state 3, but there was more.
I'm just gonna sit here.
Did you
I
have
have
to
no
learn?
idea.
You had to learn. just
I
three-
did not
three-
learn 12 general fucking orders. I can tell you that
there's,
much.
There's 12 of them.
I learned 3. And you sure you're not talking about like the Marine Corps?
Well, I was in Navy ROTC. I had to teach this class, so
Yeah, you're talking about some squiddy shit. That's not the same as the Army, dude.
You're talking about some squiddy.
right, like walk my post, the military manner, keeping always on the alert.
Yeah, they're
That
similar,
was
but
one. Yeah.
that was
Similar.
similar.
Quit
Yeah.
my post only when properly relieved.
Yeah, that's the first one.
Give the order. Give the alarm in case of fire or disorder.
The first one is I will man my post in something, and I will
To
quit
the
my
best of
post
my ability.
only when properly relieved.
Yeah.
That was like the first one.
Yeah.
One was like I will report any irregularities to the commander of the relief, something like that. And then there was another one that I don't even fucking remember.
There are 3 general orders in the Army, is what
Oh,
Christian's
see,
saying.
There's 12 in the Navy.
I remember the Army values because it was fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
There was like fucking
Leadership.
spray painted on there was an acronym for it. It was like spray painted on the sidewalks everywhere you go, like on the buildings, everything.
Dude, I think every company I've ever worked for has had like their value set,
Yeah,
like the pillars
Yeah,
here
yeah.
with Vail. And I'm so bad about that shit.
I'm pretty sure it all stems from the military because like that shit's huge in the military.
Yeah, in the corporate world, everything either comes from the military or from Disneyland.
Yep.
That's fair.
But like people are like, I've been in meetings before with directors, and they're like, well, how does this relate to whatever pillar? And I'll be like, I don't know what that pillar is. And they're like, what?
What is the Pantheon?
Like
What
I don't.
pillar? What?
I don't.
You're like, this isn't Fantasyland, dude. It relates to money.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
doesn't relate to your stupid bullshit values that you don't believe in. Get the fuck out of here. I don't even get why corporations still do that crap. Nobody believes it. The employees don't believe it, or do they give a fuck?
Not
The customers don't
Well,
fucking believe
it's-
it, or do they
it's
give a fuck?
Worse than that, the employees that do believe it are fucking terrifying.
Do you think they actually exist?
Yes, I've met them. They're
These
horrifying.
fucking pod people?
Yeah.
How are they horrifying?
The company men.
They're fucking mechanical. Like you guys make fun of me for being a robot. Like they actually are. Like there's no personality. It's just fucking.
Listen, me and Casey don't make fun of you for being a robot. We're just telling the truth.
We have proof.
Plain-
Having conversations with these people is legitimately painful for me.
Okay. Especially when they're like that. Got it.
It was bad in hospitality.
You're working with a bunch
was
of fucking
bad.
chuds, dude.
Yeah.
You remember Chud? Remember that movie?
Hmm?
The cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers? The fucking chuds?
The chuds.
Yeah. This is classic. In fact, we should probably, if we could, I'm sure it's copyrighted, but we should do like a Mystery Science Theater 3000 with Chud.
No, I've been in meetings before where they're, and largely the people that rise up to like just below real executive team.
Before
The
VP and all
directors,
that, yeah.
some senior directors, some VPs drank the Kool-Aid, and they drank a lot of the Kool-Aid.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be like, you're in meetings with these people, and they're like, well, how do you think you can represent the company if you don't know this? Like, who whose department is performing best right now? Well, yours. Okay.
You just believe in being better and getting things done.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't need a monogram and a slogan to make this happen.
You look at someone, you're like, my department is responsible for 68% of the revenue of this entire operation. So
Your argument has no substance here.
you go over there.
Yeah. The integrity of your operation is dependent on my department. That's how it relates to your core value.
Yeah.
It's fucking, I hate corporate bullshit.
Do you like money? Yes. Are we making it? Yes. Shut the fuck up.
Dude, my problem is I got so spoiled. Like the first time I was ever a general manager. For 2 weeks, I was walking on eggshells around the owner. Because I was super young, didn't know what I was doing. And I didn't know like what he really wanted. Like he didn't make his expectations all that clear other than like make money.
Yeah.
And we started to make a lot of money.
You're like, I know a Colombian gentleman that can help you with that.
And he was still kind of like hanging around, kind of like trying to be a father figure. And at some point, like I had a bartender, through no fault of his own, ended up giving away to the band and the promoter a mountain of Patron. Like a case and a half of Patron, of shots that ended up being comped through the night. And this is back in the days of breakage, right? So we had all the empty bottles because they all had to be counted. And the owner saw him, or saw my report, I don't remember which. And he loses his fucking shit. Just loses his shit. Thought the bartender was stealing, like, just couldn't let it go. Decides the bartender's going to be fired. He was a fantastic bartender. This is about a month down the road now. And the bartender's name was Jimmy. Worked out well for Jimmy in the end, but he looks at me and he's like, well, we're going to have to fire Jimmy. And I didn't really understand it. We hadn't really put together what happened yet. Like, whatever. I'm young. I'm like, okay. He's like, well, I'll take care of it if you don't think you can do it. I'm like, no, man, it's my job. Like, I'll take care of it. So I did. Fired him the next day. We got him super hammered. I think he probably drank more the night that he was fired than he gave away in Patron, if I'm being honest. And him and a bunch of other people that were with him, like, we just got them all hammered and fucking whatever. 2 weeks after that or so, I find out, like, we finally put together what happened, and none of it was Jimmy's fault. And for whatever reason, this annoyed the shit out of me. Like, I was pissed. And I went to the owner, and I go, look, his name was, but it doesn't matter what his name was. I go, here's the deal. I want this job. We're doing very well, and we weren't before. I can be good at this job. But I can't do it if you're managing from afar. Like, if you come in and tell me what I should have done as a manager, it's not going to work. Like, you've already put this on me to save this business anyway. He's like, so what are you telling me? I'm like, I will come in at 5 o'clock every day. Now, mind you, we worked until 3:30 or 4 in the morning. It's like, I will come in at 5 o'clock every day, and I will meet with you. I will tell you what's going on. I go, but as long as 3 conditions are met, you're making money, our pour cost is in range, and we're not getting sued, at the end of that meeting, you go home and smoke weed like you want to. And he went, okay. And so for the next, like, almost 2 years, I had full authority to do whatever I want in this fucking bar. And then after that, it all went downhill. Like, everyone's like, well, that doesn't happen. Like, you don't get to do that. And I'm like, but I did. And we were really successful.
Which I can vouch for, because every time I went down to that bar.
Oh, yeah, he saw it.
I got shithouse drunk every time.
But were you ever in that bar and it wasn't just buried?
No, it was always packed to the fucking, that was just like standing room only. It was kind of annoying, actually. I like hole in the wall bars where there aren't many people.
No, I get that, but we made mountains of money.
Yeah, I'm not arguing that.
As you should have.
I just saw this on the TV over here. Did you guys see that fucking Belichick didn't get voted in?
Oh my God, dude. Like, how the fuck do you make that decision? I'm not a Patriots fan, but like.
Yeah, I hate the Patriots.
What, dude? I mean, who else is in?
Like,
like the pantheon of NFL coaches that level. It's like Chuck Noll and Bill Walsh and Bill Belichick.
I wonder why they snubbed him.
Well, I don't even know football that well. I knew who that guy was. So in my mind, I thought he was already in the Hall.
I mean, I think
No.
he's the number one in Super Bowl wins. He's the number one in Super Bowl appearances. He's the number one in playoff wins. He's like the number 2 in, what was the other stat? Like, it's ridiculous. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
No, there had to be a reason why they snubbed him.
Yeah.
I just don't know what it is. Like, I'm curious. Is he still dating that like 20-year-old influencer?
Yeah, maybe.
Good for him.
The 2 major cheating scandals kept him out.
Oh, really?
That's
The
what Chris-
Inflategate?
that's
And
what
what was
Christian
the other
says.
The
one?
video. They were taping the Rams, remember?
No, not really, but yeah. Okay. I
For
remember
the
the
second Super Bowl, they were accused of videoing the Rams in practice.
Oh.
And then
they-
Deflategate.
I thought they all did that anyway.
They did. And they all also like changed the amount of air in a football to meet their quarterback's preferences.
Sure.
But you know,
So that's why he didn't get in, because of the 2 cheating scandals.
Spygate and Deflategate.
yeah,
Are they going to keep Brady out on the first ballot for the same reason?
I don't know.
They can't.
It makes
if you want people to riot,
Yeah, they fucking can't.
I mean, that's even a smaller category, right? Like it's fucking Tom Brady and fucking Joe Montana.
Yeah, I'm a fucking Dolphins fan, so I have every reason to not want Brady in the Hall of Fame, but he deserves it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's no question that he should be in it.
I mean, so does Belichick. Like
Yeah, he definitely should be in it.
there's I don't know how you had that conversation in earnest in a meeting.
Did they just do the baseball voting too?
Yeah, baseball was super thin. It was only 2 guys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't let Pete Rose in.
I don't think they gave him a vote.
Oh,
They haven't made him eligible yet.
I thought they did.
I
I
didn't
thought they
think they did.
reinstated him.
When do you become eligible for that?
It's a certain number of years after you retire.
Oh, okay.
I think it's like fucking 5 years after
So
you
it
retire. or
can't
something.
happen while you're playing.
No,
Are they going to make him wait 5? Are they going to make it wait 5 years after he was reinstated?
I don't know. I mean, maybe that he'll have to wait that long to be eligible. I mean, come on, he's got to go in the Hall of Fame.
He's on the. It's in the same list, right? Like I don't know how you don't let Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame.
Well, I mean, I know why. They'll say that he basically fucking because he always said he always bet on the Reds,
Yeah.
but I don't think that's true.
Well, they also just didn't like him. This is very much a Barry Bonds situation. Like they just didn't like him.
Yeah, Pete Rose was an asshole.
Yeah.
He very much deserved the fact that they didn't like him. He was a dick.
But I mean, how much of his fucking shit is on display in the Hall of Fame?
I'm sure a ton of it.
Well, this is like Belichick, dude. One of his game plans from one of the Super Bowls is in the Hall of Fame.
yeah, but he's not.
they'll put him in next time. They won't keep him out forever.
I mean, like the next closest modern hitter to Pete Rose for the hit record is Derek Jeter, and I think he's 650 hits behind him.
yeah, there's nobody even close.
Yeah. I mean, you go back to like pre-modern baseball, and there's a couple guys that are close. So I think Jeets is 5th on the list or 6th.
I don't know. You have to Google it.
And then, but between Pete Rose and Derek Jeter is a bunch of guys from the 50s and 60s.
yeah, like Ty Cobb and shit.
Yeah.
I'll Google it real quick.
I think Ty Cobb's closer than you think he is.
Well, Ty Cobb has the all-time batting average
Yeah.
at like 348, I think. Let's see.
Like, how many positions did Pete Rose make the Hall of Fame or make the All-Star game for? 5?
Really?
I don't know.
That's wild.
I think it's 5.
Wow.
Christian says even if you adjust for the cheating, that might have made a difference on 1 or 2 of the Super Bowls. He still has been part of the 6 or 7 Super Bowls at that point. I'm a Chiefs fan.
Yeah, so Derek Jeter is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He is 6th with 3,465. So 800 behind fucking Pete Rose.
Okay, so I was pretty
Wow.
close.
800.
Yeah, so it's Pete Rose 4,256, Ty Cobb 4,189, Hank Aaron 3,771, Stan Musial 3,630, Tris Speaker, who I didn't even know existed, 3,514.
So that's a name I've never heard before.
Yeah.
Right.
Derek Jeter, then Cap Anson, Honus Wagner, Carl Yastrzemski, Albert Pujols.
It's because he played for 342 years.
Yeah, played forever.
Isn't he still playing?
Pujols?
I think he finally retired.
Did he finally retire?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I believe he finally
I
retired.
think he played last year though. I think
he played 2 years ago.
Oh, was it 2?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
maybe he retired last year then.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I've been watching a lot of lately is the stuff on the Artemis 2 going around the moon.
Yeah.
Well, they showed the first launch windows next week.
Yeah.
So hopefully they'll be going to the moon, which I think is cool. I like space stuff. I would go to Mars.
About time we go back to space.
You can
And
sign
do
up.
things.
Well, we're not going to Mars.
You can sign up.
We're not going.
Come on,
They're not going to do it.
sign up.
I don't think they'll go in my lifetime.
Fair.
It's too many like the artificial gravity problem they have to solve, I think, before they even attempt it. Otherwise, you lose like 2% of your bone density every month. You know what I mean? And if you're talking 18
And then you
months at least.
show up on a planet that has greater gravity than we do.
I don't think it has greater. I think it's less.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it's like.
I think it's 0.9.
I don't even think it's
Yeah.
that much. Honestly, I thought it was like 0.6.
I thought it was 0.9 for some reason.
But yeah, you'll show up to weak gravity on Mars, and then another space flight back, and then I think honestly, after that long in space and on Mars, and then coming, I think the fucking Earth's gravity would kill you. I think re-entry alone, like the 7 Gs or whatever that you get in re-entry, would kill them.
Yeah.
So I think if you were to go to Mars, it's a one-way trip only, which I would go. I'd sign up for that shit in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
There are worse legacies than that. You know what I mean? Like that wouldn't be a bad way to go.
I seen that movie with Val Kilmer.
Yeah. Why not? I would go in a heartbeat. One-way trip.
Adam would be in the Space Force.
If you got
Only
to
if I-
re-enlist.
Only if I get a fucking stormtrooper helmet. Then I would go in Space Force.
You get some, some personal items. You could probably bring one.
Yeah, right.
No,
I would have to bring a golf club.
Spaceballs helmet, the big helmet.
Hell yeah. Spaceballs.
Oh, it's even less than I thought. It's like 40% of Earth's gravity.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be terrible.
So yeah, like I don't think the human body could take it without some sort of artificial gravity.
But
Yeah.
that'd be one hell of a 7-iron shot.
Yeah, well, Alan Shepard hit.
Yeah, the longest 6-iron ever hit was on the moon.
Yeah,
A
Alan Shepard hit one on the moon.
A one-handed 6-iron.
It was. Yeah, it was a terrible swing too because you can't swing in that stupid
Oh yeah, yeah.
spacesuit.
No. All he had to do was make contact. It was going forever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to hit a fucking golf ball on Mars. Damn it.
So what you're telling me is my golf swing could be amazing if I'm on the moon.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. That's like the only way that I'm going to hit a 300-yard drive. Is to go on the moon. I hit it like fucking 1,200 yards. New record, baby.
Nailed it.
Yeah, nailed it.
Now, if
Then I would
if
immediately die.
we've learned anything is you just have to cheat and use the Stargate.
Yes.
Right? Hit a ball into the
Yeah.
Stargate.
How far is P3X 721? Many millions of miles, O'Neill.
Yeah.
There's got to be some kind of record.
Well, a light year is what, 6 trillion miles?
Mhm.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
And how far away is the Stargate go?
I think that planet was like half the galaxy away.
Does the Stargate stay in one galaxy or does it go between
It stays in one. Well, it technically goes to another.
another galaxy?
Yeah, because when they did Atlantis, because remember it has 8 chevrons and we use 7, and then when you make a long distance call, you use the 8th one.
Use the 8th one.
Yeah, that was their explanation. Real easy.
I
They were like,
never
You
saw.
just dial long distance.
I never watched Stargate Atlantis.
It's good.
Is it?
I thought so.
I only watched the SG-1.
Atlantis is the reason that everyone knows about who Jason Momoa is.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
He was in
That's
it.
where he got his start.
Was in
Yeah, I
Stargate.
didn't
He
even
was
know
Stargate,
that.
Stargate Atlantis. He played Rowan. He was an alien bounty hunter dude.
Uh,
Everyone's like, "Oh, Jason Momoa came out of nowhere." I was like, "No, he was on 5 seasons of fucking Stargate Atlantis. What the fuck are you guys talking about?"
Probably a bunch of crap before that.
And then they were like,
yeah.
yeah,
Well,
nowhere.
it's funny though because when you watch that, you look at him and you're like, "Man, he is bulked up." Because he's thin in that one.
That's like fucking Tom Hardy and Nemesis.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was him until I saw a thing saying it was Tom Hardy. And I watched it again. I was like, holy shit, that is Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy.
He's just skinny. He played friggin' Picard's clone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
that
Which
guy,
that's the only Star Trek movie that didn't make money.
Yes.
his nemesis.
Because it's also pretty terrible.
I think that's
That's
the
fair,
guy
it is pretty
last week or a couple days ago, or maybe it was last week that I said could play a stunt double for Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
The guy that was sitting there that we were talking to.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, looks like Tom Hardy. It's weird.
All right. You guys got anything else?
No.
No, I think that's good.
No?
Oh.
All right. They're Kevin, Casey, and Adam. I'm Lane. This is Big Ash Podcast. See you next week. Thanks for watching.